God, Jim's gonna shut him down. It's a double kill for Jim.
Oh my God, Jim!
Looking pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire.
Had the right angle, but couldn't land the shot. The dart goes to two-piece. Oh my God! Oh no! He was down to 1 second on the clock.
Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Omairinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Vai tentar o tiro porrada e bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Square on the body that you hit. He no-scope Raballo right there. He no-scope.
Good evening, EU. We are back live for another day of the Mobile Mayhem EU Fall 2021 season. It's your boy Verdict tonight, joining us, the handsome, muy guapo, my guy Gil Mania over from Meseeks. Gil, how are you doing, bro?
Doing great, pretty excited. Yet another day of some awesome Mobile Mayhem action, Verdict.
Yes, dude, we are in it like Bennett, bro. As I'm taking a look at it, we're actually in week 3, day 4. This season has just already flown by. We've seen some pretty decent matchups. We've got plenty more ahead as we're actually going to go ahead and dive into the schedule. Start us off. As you can see from the title, starting us off, Anarchy going to be taking on Monarchy. Should be a hell of a match. XOXO taking on Stamina. Oh, boy, we got a sweaty 2 games ahead of us.
There.
Yeah, that's some heat right there. Dark Pirates and Nova Esports, series number 3. Noxious Blood, Meseeks EU, wrapping things up. So, definitely going to be an exciting one. Gil, what are your thoughts on the match tonight? What in particular, which one stands out to be the most competitive one in your mindset?
In particular, I mean, about what I said between XOXO and Stamina, I feel like that's gonna be a good one. Like, I'm expecting some good old action between the two to fight it out up until the end. And of course, I want to see my Meseeks boys, you know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I gotta say it.
There you
We
go.
gotta go for them, and they're gonna be going last today, so that should be a good one too.
Yeah, that should be an ample opportunity for them to showcase their skills. As we saw the best of 3 go against Monarchy, or XOXO rather, went the distance. No, it was Monarchy. They ended up only getting 5 points out of the bit, but hey, got to start somewhere. I'm looking forward to this series we got ahead of us. Monarchy on a downward spiral. Anarchy looking to get some point stake and very well do it. But we'll see how they play. Some roster changes, if I'm not mistaken. Kosh removed from the roster. As I'm taking a look at it, let me see if I can get it confirmed. There we go. Magix and Kosh are removed from the roster. I didn't think we were going to see Kosh this season, and sure enough, we won't. Mari and Jury are going to be added to the roster, so that should make for an interesting transition for this team, who I mentioned last week just literally dropped the ball against the guys over at... who did they play last week? It was Clash. It was a 2-0, and my guys, Clash showed up and showed out. Monarchy stayed at home, which will lead us to our next topic, which is going to be the team standings. You can see at the top, Gil, looks like Gallant Esports going to be at the top, 55 points and counting. They actually dropped one map Thursday to my guys over at Anarchy, and they are looking stout as ever.
I actually don't have the points with me just yet, so I'm gonna
I got
read
you right
that
here.
for you.
I got Clash in
okay.
second right now with two wins over their opponents. We saw the 2-0 against Monarchy. As I said, they're downward spiral, looking to transition to do better. Anarchy with 35. So we'll see, try and get some points here as players are trickling into the lobby, sure enough. Stamina right there with 35. They've got a stout opponent in XOXO today. Nova Esports with 25, wrapping up that top 5 and moving on to the opposite side of the board. XOXO with 25, looking to stay up. They're going to need every points they can get, but not going to earn it easily off of the backs of stamina matchup. So Monarchy 15, Dark Pirates and Meseeks EU at 5 points apiece, and Noxious Blood yet to get on board. So I'm do see 4 players in the lobby for Anarchy, 5 for the guys over at Monarchy. Gonna need to produce that 5th in order for us to start, but they only got a few moments here.
Yeah, and also something that I wanted to mention about the placement is particularly between the game of XOXO and Stamina, that there's a certain scenario where if, for example, XOXO were to win in a 2-1 matter, they would be tied up in points. So it's really important for the two of them to try to go for a 2-0 lead. So even more reasons for them to give out their best today.
Oh, absolutely, bro. And on top of that, today we are going to have a player interview with my guy, Nev. Dude, Nev is a beast. Won't really reveal too much information, but Nev from XOXO, just an outstanding guy. You're going to love this as we get it to air. We'll air it after the first series, and the second portion of it will be aired after the second, which is actually where he will be playing in. They've had a busy schedule today, and they've got more schedule ahead of them. So looking at the best of 3, it looks like we've got the map picks and everything in hand, too.
That's right. We have the full map rotation. Should I go off with it?
Got it, bro. That's all you.
Alright, well, for starters, we're gonna have some Hardpoint on Raid, moving on to Search and Destroy on Standoff. A potential Game 3 of Domination on Takeoff. Talking about bans, we're gonna have from Anarchy is gonna be Summit, and from Monarchy is gonna be Crossfire, so those two are not gonna be available. About the operators, of course, we have the Sparrow for the side of Anarchy and the Kinetic Shield for Monarchy. That's gonna be all for this first match of the day. So for starters, Hardpoint on Raid. That's gonna be an interesting one. And I'm always intrigued to see who can get the better start off of the point 1 and 2 between that ring area and the kitchen. I feel like if you get a good advantage in there, you can translate that over the full game.
Oh, you are absolutely right, bro. As a matter of fact, I do see all 5 players in the lobby for both teams. We should be getting started up here shortly. It is definitely going to be an interesting first game indeed. I was hoping that Anarchy would produce a 5th, and sure enough, they do. I'm looking at the rosters. Fibble, Raptor, Mari, Jerry, and Machinist. No Warvac. That's a bummer. I was hoping to see Warvac in the Monarchy team. That's not the case tonight for the guys over at Anarchy. Marvel, Viri, Kike, Miney, and then an emergency sub that, you know, pretty much used their last roster change for the season. That is going to be Rondo, rounding up the 5 for Anarchy. We've got both teams in the lobby. We've got permissions from both teams to join VCs. Waiting on the confirmation from Anarchy's, actually, as I do see that they have not confirmed. But we are going to go ahead and jump right in it. We will get that confirmation before we do dive into their VC. So for game 1, if we get the opportunity, I think we're going to jump on over to the guys over at Monarchy to do some fair diligence. So we're going to wait for this game to load in. I've been having a bit of an issue. You guys leave... Come on now. You guys leave my guy Gil alone with the fidget spinner. I made a comment that I'm going to be getting one here soon because it definitely alleviates some of that that stress that I have when I reach for my face and pick my hairs off. I know everybody does it, but I need to get rid of that habit, and I feel like a fidget spinner would be perfect.
I usually do try to go and take it out of the camera, but sometimes I forget and get it too close to me. But yeah, it's basically for that reason that Verdict said. But now moving on to the game, first point, we're gonna have a bit of control over to the side of Monarchy. So far doing an okay job at keeping enemies outside of it. The one inside, Rondo, the recently introduced player, doing an amazing job. Only 1 kill, but making sure that that said player couldn't get inside of the hardpoint. Right now, finally, Anarchy getting some momentum in, but still no players inside of it.
Yep, this is P1 in a nutshell. You're going to put out in the open, battle for whatever you can get, but more importantly, battle for spawns, as I actually see the guys over at Monarchy with a decent hold here. Oh my god, Miney finds his 7th. I thought Grizz was a shotgun god. This guy is just built differently. Raptor finally going to nerf him, take him down, and that is going to give the advantage off the rip to the guys over at Monarchy. They're going to need a few more points. As I say that, here comes Miney with the grav spikes. Talked about operator bans. Obviously, this has not been a viable option for a few seasons. That's not stopping Miney from getting on the point there and getting the break in. Now we're going to have a P2 rotation that actually is going to be favoring Anarchy again. Monarchy struggling to stay in this, but they do have control of spawns.
And going back to Miney, not only happy with using Watch Shotgun, but too using that KRM and the Shorty, both in place already with double-digit numbers. But he's gonna be the first one in this game. Gets taken out of the kitchen area, gets taken out, but definitely doing an amazing job. The team already with over 30 points advantage. Anarchy are struggling to get anything done for a little while now. Miney went back, and it's gonna be the one that stays for the longest. Now moving on to with Marvel. Marvel is also doing an amazing job, and that's gonna be with the SKS with a really good skin that helps you with the aim. He is able to take out the enemies off of this garage area, gets it for himself. That is gonna be even more points going over to the Monarchy team.
Yeah, that SKS skit is very smooth. As a matter of fact, the iron sights on it kind of resemble that of like some of the old school ASM 10s.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I thought.
Oh, it is clean, bro. Clear sight, 12 kills on board for Marvel. They get the retake early here in P4 or P3 garage. And Anarchy are sitting high with an 81 to 15 point lead. Viri comes through. Machines finally going to be able to get the take there. M13 OP this season. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm digging the build so far. Looking forward to seeing how it pans out. As I did read a few tweets, I was looking at some of the metas changing, some of the pictures that were put out, some of the buffs, some of the nerfs. Super surprised that we didn't see a Holger nerf. But again, you know, still other viable options to see as P4 starting up. Man, this is just a This is a bad affair here for the guys over at Monarchy as they have found themselves a 50-point deficit. And on top of that, they are going to get taken out of P4 rotations early. Kike and Anarchy looking to close this game out early. They could very well do it. Going to need a stout one here. Monarchy battling for their lives.
And another player that is battling to get inside is going to be Jerry. He's currently playing with his chopper, something that I haven't seen in a while so far with five. Get inside, spawning pretty close. We know that on hardpoints it can be tricky to hold on a good respawn when you're inside of it, but still Jerry just not finally finds a kill for himself, gets some control back, but it's over and over the same way. We see that Monarchy gets inside and controls for about half or more time of it, and then Anarchy tries to get in, and eventually they do, but it's only for the last maybe 15 seconds. That's not gonna be enough. The enemy is already doubling the amount of points that they have right now. They gotta swap something. The thing is, what can they do? They try to be there first and then they get taken out. They try to be second, but they cannot take the enemies outside of it. What can they do at this point, Verdict?
You know, that's a great question. As a matter of fact, I think this is an ample opportunity for us to jump in the VCs and see what they are doing. Go ahead and we'll swap over there, give the guys over at Monarchy a chance to sound off.
Kitchen. One more
One
kitchen.
shot, keep shot.
Kitchen.
I'm rotate. Okay, watch out next. Watch out next.
No, I don't want.
Still kitchen, left corner.
No, from me, pillar.
Kitchen,
Yeah, I told you, pillars.
Pillars inside now.
O'Neal.
No, kitchen was up.
It's me.
In corner now.
Okay. There's one next. Dead. GG's. Go next.
One zigzag. SKS.
On you.
One in next, twin next.
Oh, there's one inside the last one.
He's mid with the shotgun.
Blue van, dead.
Top entry.
Behind me on hill.
One loaded.
All right. I think we had a bit of a technical difficulty for Gil to join in early, but nonetheless, you heard everything you needed to off the bat. I'm going to be honest with you. The comms, they were not necessarily on point. I'll point that out. It's, you know, some decent communication, a little bit mixed. Everything I heard was basically, you know, back-end comms, and that is exactly what they are right now. They're on the back end of a loss here, as Anarchy only need about 2 seconds. Hole is dug deep, 150 to 96. That's going to end game number 1. Gil, after seeing that kind of performance, do you think this series is going to go to a game 3?
A good question. I'm not too sure. Like, I'd love to see it, but the way that Monarchy is playing is on point. And although you said yourself maybe the comps were not the greatest, when you feel confident enough that your one-on-one interactions are gonna work just fine 80% of the time, yeah, you can just move forward with it. And for Monarchy's way of playing, they might close it out on 2.
Yep. This is, taking a look at the scorecard, a heavy one for the guys over at Anarchy. 23-16 for Marvel, 21-15 for Miney. Painting a picture-perfect scenario for this Anarchy squad to take game number 1. Minute and 20 on the hill for Kike. Not necessarily the kind of performance we saw on the KD from him in games past, but when you got Rondo jumping in, pulling some heavyweight, Miney just popping off with the shotties, as we saw the toxic duo shotty loadout. Absolutely loved it. And then we got the newcomer in Marvel as well, who was recently introduced to this Anarchy squad. Of course, he's going to sweat his butt off. Paid off here in game number 1 on the opposite side of things. A little bit of a struggle in the OBJ department. There was a little bit of KD distress for Fibble. And pretty much everybody else goes negative, except for Mari, who just recently was added to the squad too. So a little bit of confusion on that end. Obviously, 42 seconds for Machinist, not able to get the job done, but still definitely should be able to, you know, come back here in game number 2. With Warfack being out, though, it makes it that much more difficult, in my opinion, to see a game 3 scenario unless they do make the sub. So we're going to get geared up for a game number 2. Search and destroy, as you mentioned earlier. on standoff. Gonna be a spicy one indeed, as I do see the players are submitting their screenshots. We should be good to go. But I gotta say, Anarchy started it strong. Monarchy just trying to, extend the game a little longer, didn't pan out. Gonna have to find a way to get some points on board early. They obviously struggled in that department from that P2 rotation forward. This is an opportunity for them to come back, though. We'll see if they can do it here on the standoff Search or Destroy. What are your thoughts, Gil?
Well, of course, on standoff Search and Destroy, as always, I'd like to see at least one sniper for Monarchy that can outperform the potential sniper on the enemy side because of how important that is. If we have a solid sniper gameplay off of 1 or 2 players from Monarchy, they might be able to fight, but without that in hand, it's gonna be pretty tough. You said it. Maybe they have not as bad kills coming off of the respawns, but coming on to Search and Destroy, they gotta make sure that they're starting off these rounds with at least a kill or 2 in their favor.
Oh, I absolutely agree. You get somebody in that can make those picks happen. Definitely got to capitalize on them, and they are going to be on the defending side too. So no need to stress, no need to panic. Get those 2 frags, 1-2 frags in early. Should definitely be able to compete. Actually, they're going to be flipping sides. So Anarchy is going to be on the attack in the first half. Second half, when we flip sides, we'll see Monarchy on the... Monarchy's on the attack this first half. So second half, we'll see Anarchy on the defense, or attack rather. Good God, Verta, get your act together. Let me just paint you a picture here. I have literally been up since about 6 o'clock this morning, and I've been to the gym. I've knocked out a few things. I'm exhausted, bro. It's like 1:30 my time. I know you guys have, I think it's like 8:30 your time, Central European, and I know you guys are hanging in there. But I'm an old man, okay? Cut me some slack, all right? Gil, much younger. Bro, how was your day?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I actually woke up a little bit later than usual. It was like 9:30. 9:30 or something like that. Then I went ahead and streamed for a little while. Between me doing that, I got breakfast and stuff, so I'm still hanging in there, getting a little bit hungry, but standing strong, I'd say.
There we go. And then we also got a long day ahead of us. We will be doing the Meseeks Battle Royale later on tonight, which is a late night affair, but we usually have fun doing it. So that should give me enough momentum to make it through the day. I'm hoping this second game gives us a little bit of that energy too. So first game, a bit, of a... how do I say it? Not an easy one for Anarchy, but they coasted early. They got a few points off P1, P2, and P3. Got a massive retake in P4. Back and forth affair, literally extending their lead, 100 to 50 going into that P4 rotation. So, it kind of seemed like Monarchy was out of it, and I'm going to need to see them step their game up here if they want to see this game 3. If we get everybody to join in, there we go. Everyone's ready to go. We are ready to dive on into the standoff, Search and Destroy. And on standoff, we don't have the Halloween map yet, but I am so looking forward to seeing that come through once it does, and hoping that it actually pans out to be playable for competitive scene too.
Yeah, definitely a map that is some of the fan favorites, I would say. I sometimes personally struggle with how dark it can be, but overall it's definitely pretty cool. Visually is just a thing that you enjoy to see from an outsiders, and also while playing it. But we don't have it just yet. We have the normal version of it, and on this first round, the first blood, it is gonna be in favor of Barry getting that snipe onto Machine. Machines get taken out. I do see Phoebe with the bomb carrying it. Gets the first blood onto Miney over at Grandma's. He's trying to figure out where to rotate, but with that kill, he's going to even things out. We know that's pretty important for the squad. And a slow start, I would say, on this round.
It is. It should be for the guys over at Monarchy. They got to play this thing tight. Can't afford to make any mistakes early on, as we saw how that panned out for them in Game 1. Very... picking up their second massive frag finds my guy Machinist top grannies, or top market rather, I'm sorry. Is going to make the rotation in, does have a little bit of help, but that help is actually going to bounce out, and that was Marvel. As we do see a little bit of an aggressive push here from Veery. 2-2 split, make that a 2-1 or 2-1 split now, as I just saw another player from Anarchy drop. That's Kike, so 2-for-2 trades going to come through. Slowly developing round. Marvel able to pick up one on Jerry. Dibble has a little bit of pressure now. 30 seconds left on the clock here in this round. As I say that, Mari is going to be taken down, but he does find Marvel before he does. 20 seconds on the clock. The rotation to this A site looks open as Fibble's contemplating making the move, but at this particular point in the game, he's got to make the rotation over, and he does. Very spots him. Pretty decent round for the guys over at Anarchy.
4 kills with that. Locust being done by Barry. Phenomenal start. Gives the round to the squad. Only missing 1 kill. So close to the ace. But phenomenal job already. Right off the bat, just making sure that that sniper is taking an important role for his team. And right now he's trying to rotate towards the gas station, but gets spotted by Machine. Machine was just pretty aggressive, and seems like Barry was not expecting that to happen. Gets taken out early. A few kills are going to be traded on each side. This time it is... No, it's actually the same. Jerry is carrying the bomb in this 4v4 scenario. This time rotating towards the gas station. He's going to hear that there's an enemy, but doesn't actually get visual contact of it. His ally gets a kill onto Miney. And Miney definitely struggling so far. No kills for him, and has died to... Oh, wait, actually, he does have 1 kill. But, Not the performance that I was expecting on Miney either. So far, it's going to be a 2v3. Slide player advantage favoring Monarchy. Can they close it out this time?
I don't know. They're going to need to make a move here. And as a matter of fact, I see Jury on the backside. I don't know if this is 100% it, as he's got the bomb in a compromising position. No teammates there to support him. Very questionable strat, but we'll see if it pans out, as he does find himself in top blue. Unsuspected. Raptor actually finds Rondo. That's going to leave Veery, or Marvel rather, in a 1v3. Bomb is in Jerry's hands. I don't think he realizes it, but does catch Marvel on the rotation up top grannies, and now we are all tied up at 1 on top blue. Jesus Christ, Verta, get on the game, bro. Was questioning the strats from Jerry, but it just so happened to pan out in his favor. I don't know how much luck was involved in that, but in that point in the game, I would expect a little bit more strategic push towards the bomb site.
I did see Marvel. He was rotating between the shorty back to the DLQ, and the that exact moment is when the enemy came in front of him, so couldn't actually shoot back. And yeah, definitely a risky strategy to push forward with your bomb carrier all the way to that top blue house. Ended up working out for him, and this time around they're gonna have a tremendous start yet again for Monarchy. A 4v2 that leaves only Rondo and Marvel. Rondo finds Jerry, but Jerry is ready for it. Takes the kill, takes the knock. The bomb is not carried, but has been planted, sorry, rather, and that leaves only 12 seconds for Marvel. Marvel just cannot do too much. Gets pushed over a Raptor, but even if he could have gotten that kill, I don't think there was enough time on that round for him to do it. That is going to be a 2-1 lead, favoring Monarchy now.
It's a little bit of a momentum shift here, as 2 rounds back to back for the guys over at Monarchy. Anarchy playing a little out of place there. Rondo and Marvel weren't able to capitalize on the 2 players they had live. It literally split up, and it did pan out. Very, oh my god, Very finding 2 to end the round quick. Just like that, we're all tied up, and Shorty, you're wrong. I'm a bot. I am definitely not the best player here. As a matter of fact, I'm far from the best player. These guys are hands down some of the best talent you'll see. As a matter of fact, Anarchy, your stage 4 EU champions, or regional champs, definitely a little bit of weight with that name, as I do see Veery pull a little bit of weight with that shot. Finds the opening blood in Raptor. We've got make that a 2-man advantage. Miney drops the ball there against Jerry, but does find one before he does go, so it is a 2-for-1 trade favoring Anarchy. Jerry! On the backside, gas station, not safe. Mari Finally going to get the call out and rotates in, but where is the communication, dude? You had to know Kike was there. What was that?
Ooh, Phoebe finds the first blow, goes for kill number 2, misses the shot, trying to rotate back towards the B-bomb, and to spot another enemy. No, he doesn't get visual contact with Kike, who gets the kill and the round. And that was actually 2 pretty quick rounds. I'd say that between the 2 of them was like less than a minute and a half, just because of how aggressive both teams were. But the momentum switched back yet again. We've had one, it was first 1 for Anarchy, 2 for Monarchy, and then 2 more for Anarchy again, as teams are going to be switching sides. We're going to see that Marvel carries the bomb over. He's going to be the player with his DLQ. Miney finds the kill onto Phoebe, gets the double piece onto Machine, and that leaves only Mary in a 1v4, just struggling to stay alive. Miney with that shorty takes the kill and the round. What is going on? 3 rounds in a row so quickly in favor in Anarchy side.
Destroy the objective.
What a round indeed for Miney. Picks up 3, gets the last one as I saw the shots come through, chipped away. Mari just unable to escape there. We're going to see another aggressive push come through. Miney on the recipient end this time. Might be taken out early. Does find 1, but Mari and Raptor combined for 3 kills, leaving just Miney and Veery alone. This is an interesting one as we saw the peek through Cubby. An aggressive push indeed. Miney's got the bomb in hand as he picks it up off of one of his fallen teammates. Gonna look to maximize on this KRM. Not necessarily best shotty in my opinion, but he knows how to work it. Finds 1 on Jerry, but Raptor finds Veery in the background. It's a 1v2 now. Mari gonna push up. Mari gonna get laced. What was he thinking? Raptor now in a 1v1 against Miney, who's gonna play the time, reducing it down to 45 seconds. Gets that bomb planted. Raptor taking some shots, not necessarily gonna land it. And Miney gonna be able to escape this 1v1 encounter with the sniper. We'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, Miney just didn't care too much about peeking out of that bomb. Takes the kill at the end. Like, I find it weird how confident the Monarchy side is pushing forward onto a shotgun player like Miney, right? Miney did it twice. There was a sniper who tried to go for him, got taken out. Then the last player for Monarchy tried to defuse the bomb without actually checking the corners first. When you know that there's a shotgun over there, I don't know how good of a call that is.
No, that was definitely a lack of awareness there. You know Miney's left. He's been rocking the shotties all day. Definitely didn't change anything up. He's going to sneak into the spawns. Finds 1 before Fibble gets the refrag. 2 for 2 trades. Make that a 3 or 4 for 2 trade. Fibble able to clutch it up, and match point yet again for Anarchy. Monarchy looking to extend this thing. Can they do it again another round in a row? I don't know. You can't make any mistakes here. The fact that Miney was able to get up that close into your spawn definitely alerted that lack of awareness, maybe that lack of communication that Monarchy has.
And this time around, as you mentioned, what could be the last round, Miney is going to be aggressive outside of Granny's, but doesn't work out. Doesn't even get a kill for himself. Drops dead. Leaves his teammates with 1 less player. And I just realized that Kiki's rocking this S36. I don't know if you mentioned on it, but pretty interesting choice. Right now he's going to be rotating towards the gas station and tries the kill onto Raptor. Right outside of that that area. I forgot the name of it, but definitely a good job there. And with the fact that he does have this suppressor, although they might communicate that he's over there, definitely allows him to be moving more freely. Now taking out the shorty, his allies are getting inside of this blue house. Takes another kill, leaving only Machines alive. He is trying to defend this area, does get a kill, but in a 1v4, there's only so many angles you can look at. Gets taken out. Anarchy are going to be taking this game and swiping Monarchy off of this first match of the day.
6-3 fashion, 2-0 fashion. Anarchy cruising to another 20-point advantage after taking down Monarchy. And what seemed to be, you know, just the fact that they outplayed their opponent. Game 1, we saw it, maybe a lack of communication, lack of, you know, other things to say the least. The Search or Destroy looked very similar. As a matter of fact, the comms, in my opinion, just didn't seem like they were on point, as we saw multiple opportunities for Monarchy to come through and capitalize on out-of-place players, and Anarchy just absolutely violating on the fact that Miney was able to get into opposite spawns without even a bit of damage for a majority of that game. He drops 12 and is a top fragger, only person in the game with double digits. Kike and Viri. How did Kike get 9 with the S36, bro? What?
I was asking the same thing, and like pretty well done. And we saw rock with it, right? Definitely good aim, and the time to kill, of course, not the best one. But when you have the advantage of shooting at the enemy first, you get wonders, and he sure did on this game. Almost double-digit numbers.
Almost double digits indeed, as we did see the movement from Miney just absolutely crazy. Kike almost able to put up those double digits, definitely contributing with that S36. But man, first series down, we got plenty more to go. I think we've got our next series up ahead of us. It's going to be XOXO and Stamina. But before then, actually, we're going to go ahead and jump into the player interview from my guy, Nev, who is going to be joining the broadcast. Actually, we pre-recorded it, so he's not going to be joining broadcast. But he will be joining broadcast here momentarily when we jump into this next series. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to hear a word from COD Mobile, and then we are going to jump into that first segment from Viri. Oh, not Viri. Good God, Nev. Good God, Verdict. Get your act together. Good evening, everybody. We are back live for another player interview for Mobile Mayhem, and tonight we do have with us Nev from XOXO. Nev, how are you doing?
Good, bro. And you?
Man, we're killing it, bro. As you can see, we are, knee deep in some series as is, but this is a little more about you and less about that. So, Nev, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you? Nationality and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm from Serbia. I'm 22 years old. I live in actually a big city in Serbia. Yeah.
There we go. And tell me, I'm looking at the picture you provided, bro. Just crazy. A little background that you were telling me in pre interview area. You play professional soccer. That is freaking massive. Tell me a little bit about that.
I would say professional football, but yeah, I know how you guys speak. But yeah, I started playing when I was 6. I'm professional from 16 years old, playing 6 years already professional. I've been in Greece, I've been in Germany, I've been in Bulgaria. How do you call it? I played there. And I'm back in Serbia now, waiting for some good opportunity to go again,
That's freaking wild, bro. We were, the funny thing is I was saying football the entire time we were prepping, and then the first thing I do is say soccer. Just ridiculous. At any rate, man, it's wild, dude. I couldn't even imagine making a transition from playing professional soccer or professional football. There I go again. Good God, Verdict. Making the transition from playing professional football to playing professional COD Mobile. Like, kind of tell me about that background. How did that come to be? Did you play video games growing up? If you did you play anything competitively?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually a World of Warcraft nerd. I didn't play FPS games. I was just nerd playing in free world, and I was addicted when I was a young guy. And I didn't play any competitive games except COD Mobile. And I didn't play COD Mobile competitively at the start, actually. I played casually with friends, but when time passed, the one guy pulled me in and asked me if I want to play, and that's how it went.
Tell me, how was that process like? I mean, did you play casually, rank with friends or pubs with friends? You know, and did
Yeah, ranked actually. I didn't even know that scrims exist. I was actually playing only ranked warrior.
Bro, that's how they all start off, right? I have to say, a crazy story, man. You playing professional football. You know, do you play that? Is that like a career that you're making out? Is COD Mobile like a release from that everyday stress?
Yeah, like I said, it's just to escape thinking about football. Football is tough thing, and when you're thinking a lot about it, you get lost. And to escape, you just play COD Mobile with friends, and that's all. There's no like anything complicated about it.
That's crazy.
And
man.
I'm enjoying playing COD Mobile.
It's funny because we were just talking about how some people play COD Mobile and then they do other things, other avenues to escape the stress of playing COD Mobile. And
exactly,
here we have this scenario where you're playing professional football and your getaway is to play professional COD Mobile. I mean, I'm absolutely loving it. Multi-talented. Obviously, you have a proven success with football as well as COD Mobile, and we are looking forward to the future of that now. Another thing that we were talking about earlier was, did you ever play on iPhone or phone, or did you play on tablet at any point? Is that something that you started out with, or?
I played always on phone, on iPhone 8 Plus. Then I got my gaming phone, and that's all. Never played on tablet or iPads or anything.
Yeah, I think that's something we were talking about off recording. It was one of those bad habits to kick, and I got my hands on one, and I couldn't pick a phone up after that. So to even just curve that, keep on the phone, keep it that way, and you're killing it right now. You guys are starting off the season pretty well. You've had one series where you picked up 5 points, and another one where you picked up 20, definitely capitalizing on some great moves. As a matter of fact, I think you guys got another tournament, 2 tournaments tonight. You got one at 8 p.m. Central European time, and then you got one at 11 if you guys make it to the finals. So wish you guys best of luck. We're actually going to jump right into the next series, guys. We're going to have more from Nev from XOXO. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are back live, XOXO versus Stamina. This is Gilmania's pick of the night to be the sweatiest matchup, and I have to absolutely agree with him. Going to be jumping into the series. What were you saying?
So that I'm expecting a lot, indeed, yeah.
Oh, absolutely, bro. This is probably going to be easily, hands down, the best matchup of the night. XOXO picking up a few stout players. I do believe Derox was recently added to the roster. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at the roster. Derox, Faden, Genius, Nev, and Feints. Should be an interesting one, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. So, and only match 2 of the day. So, with that being said, I think we could talk about a little bit about the map rotations, right?
Yep, we got them right here. Firing range, hardpoint, search and destroy on raid, domination on crossfire. As I'm taking a look at it, XOXO opts to ban Hackney Yard, as well as the kinetic armor, which seems to be the norm now. Stamina opting to ban takeoff, thank God, and the Sparrow. So we won't see the Sparrow or kinetic armor or Hackney Yard and takeoff map. It is going to be a best of 3 here, as you can see. Predictions. I feel like Stamina's coming off a big win against the guys over and over last week. Definitely showed a lot of promise there. And I don't believe the XOXO roster is going to be able to put up, winning numbers. But I do think they could take it to a game 3. It's going to be on the backs of how well they do here with this firing range hardpoint. Am I right?
Absolutely. They better start off in a big way by trying to win the game if possible, but we'll get to see that in a few moments. It seems like everything has been settled, and yeah, we are gonna be starting off game number 1, like Verdict mentioned, hardpoint on firing range.
Absolutely, indeed. As I will go ahead and take a look, we got access to Stamina's VC, so we'll do a listen in for them. This game did not get permission from XOXO. That is quite all right. We'll take advantage of the Stamina, which I do see the sides are flipped up there. Can you flip that for me, Ronan? I appreciate it. Game number 1 underway. P1 opening up. Trophies are down. Stamina have the good sides of the spawns. We're going to see Narcs push up, finds one. Bottom wood, lacking. Fading up top. Going to take some shots, but is going to force back as he was kind of out in the open. Genius on the rotation. XOXO looking to get this flip early. Could very well do it, but that is Drari picking up his kill there. P1 heavily contested, back and forth affair, and it does look like the spawn flip is going to be denied, as I do see all of the players from Stamina actually spawning in on the firing range area. They're going to get easy access to those P2 rotations early on, and that is going to give them easy access to P1 here too as well. So back and forth affair, but I do believe Stamina do have a grip on P1, and P2 is just right around the corner.
For example, I can see that Noxious is having a blast right now. 5 kills already. Gets taken out from the side by Feints, but still doing an amazing job with his MX9. Now trying to rotate off to the point number 2. Finds another player, tries to go for the kill, but doesn't get it. Actually got surprised by Feints. XOXO doing a good job at preventing Stamina from successfully rotating onto the hardpoint, rotating onto the hill. But let's see for long. Right now, Feints is the only one in there, and he's not even inside, just outside of it, gonna be trying to get kills. But if you're not preventing enemies from getting points, that's gonna be a problem there. Tries to get a kill, gets inside of the hill, goes for kill number 2, and gets it. Feints goes for the triple, but I think, I don't know if he was able to reload or not, but phenomenal job done by him. Avoiding enemies from getting inside, getting any more points, and eventually taking Stamina out. XOXO don't want to fall too far behind, and Feints is a huge part of it.
Yeah, a huge part indeed, as I do see P2 midway through, and guys over at XOXO putting up a stout fight, even after not having spawns. That is tremendous. P2 transitions on point. Genius on point as well. 4 combo for him so far. Drari gonna be another victim. Inferno make that number 3, make that number 2 rather. Narcs picks up his 3rd in the background, clearing off the hill effectively and doing some perimeter control. Battle for P3 trailer control is going to come through, and that is going to be It looks like XOXO might have the advantage, but we'll have to see how it pans out. Genius opting to use his Predator missile. Has a Goliath in hand, too. That could be a massive factor.
That's exactly what I wanted to comment on. The fact that he has that Goliath also has, of course, the operator, this Annihilator, to be used. But that Goliath could be a game changer, and even more so in a map like this. If okay, he seems to be willing to use it right now. It's a bit too early for me, but let's see how that pans out. So far, Stamina continues to be inside of the trailer, sorry, and already positioned themselves in a place where it's gonna be quite tough for them to move forward. The Goliath is trying to move inside of it, but players are giving him a tough time because, as we all know, without a trophy system to help it, the Goliath can be pretty easy to take out.
Oh.
And it is with that spread missile. Tremendous job done. He did get a kill because of the explosion, but it doesn't really matter too much. Stamina takes it out, and that's what I was talking about with the Goliath being used too early.
Yep, that's a little bit out of place. As a matter of fact, a better place for it to been would have been probably here on this P4 rotation. You know, you live, you learn, and that is one of those opportunities for the guys over at XO, in particular Genius, moving forward. But at the same time, could have caused a little bit of devastation, just a little on the back end, in my opinion. We are going to see... Was that the cluster? What was that? That was a Predator missile that I saw on the map, but then I also saw... Was that a cluster that was on the backside? Looked kind of weird. Rather, you know, I'm looking at a spectator client, so maybe it's just buggy on my behalf. Nonetheless, Stamina doing a great job here on P4 rotations. Inferno doing some damage control on the outside. This is an ample opportunity for us to join the VCs of Stamina so we can get that listen in.
What bathroom man?
One
I'm playing jungle.
I'm watching jungle.
I have my Annie. Okay. Jungle dead. Nice. I'm using my Annie.
Try
One
low, 1 HP barrel.
Trailer dead. Probably low.
Smoke front office. Watch out lowers, one middle.
One more lowers. I got a
Annie city.
Wait, I'm pregnant the Annie. Okay, I got 2 with a press. Just play time here, we win.
So get side on this manic.
I'm coming. We can live.
Jeez.
Alright, you can hear it. The little bit of celebrating, absolutely on point. Guys over at Stamina looking great in P4, or P3 and on, rather, matter of fact. Able to take down the Goliath. Genius dropping the ball there, in my opinion. Could have been a game changer in that P4 rotation that was just absolutely held 100% by Stamina. Well played by them. Gonna need to see how it pans out here for XOXO as I'm taking a look at the scorecard. Not the best of game for XOXO. As a matter of fact, Genius was the only one able to go positive. Taking a look at the side of Stamina. Inferno, 23-8. Absolutely lasering with that SKS. Loved it. Double positive for my guy Grizz, 12 and 20. Almost double positive, rather. Inferno almost goes triple positive. Good God. Minute 7 on the hill and a minute 46 for Shift, who also goes 14 and 9. So, Game 1 predictions. I was hoping that XOXO would pull a little bit more together after that P2 rotation. Showed a lot of promise, but massive ball drop there with the Goliath.
Yeah, absolutely. The Goliath was a huge part of why we didn't see them fight a little bit more, in my opinion. You said it yourself, maybe wait, instead of using it on P2, on P3, sorry, move it on to P4 and actually get a good hold of that wood area, but it was not a thing. They couldn't take good value off of it, end up losing heavily, I would say, over 100 points lead for Stamina. That start off strong. And I don't know what to say. I was expecting us to maybe and potentially, hopefully, get to a game 3. I'm not too sure if that's going to be a case anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how confident I am at the moment. As a matter of fact, the fact that we couldn't listen in VCs kind of indicated they're maybe they're having communication issues. Maybe they're working on the something in the background. They got a lot going on. So I'll say I know they played tonight at 8. Central European time, which was roughly an hour ago. I don't know how that semifinals match went. It was a best of 3. If they did win, they will be moving on to the finals, which starts at 11. I don't know if that's a factor. Maybe maybe the team chemistry is there, maybe just a little spread thin, but nonetheless, Stamina on point as always. The comms were on point, even down to the congratulations. Like, they were all GGs, you know, in sync, just absolutely OP. So, thoughts going into this game, too? It's a not a firing range, I'm sorry. Taking a look at the best of 3 rotation. Looks like we're going to see a... What is it?
Oh, yeah, Search and Destroy on raid, right?
Oh, yeah, that was going to be an OP map.
Mm-hmm. Pretty thrilled to see it. Let's see what XOXO can do about that. Focus on, even if not getting the kills as they are defending, maybe make sure that they are not losing players too early either. Making sure that they can properly defend one bomb or another. And I'm intrigued to see what they're going to be coming up with. You know, there's, of course, different approaches. You can try to defend both bombs at the same time, and if you see people on one side, everyone rotates to that said area. Or you can just try to guess where the enemies could potentially be going to and prevent them from successfully getting in. So, yeah, what do you think maybe XOXO is going to come up with? For
I don't know. They're going to have to find a way to get some opening picks early. As a matter of fact, with Narcs in the mix, who has just been absolutely on point with snipes, we're going to need to see them put up something in the counter side of things to level the playing field. Because as of right now, with Narcs in the lineup for Stamina, I'm fearful of the guys over at XO. And speaking of that, Grizz, who went 21-12 on a firing range hardpoint with a shotgun in hand, that is absolutely ridiculous. As a matter of fact, just absolutely wild. Usually you'll see like LMGs being utilized, spammed. Everything in firing range is wall bangable. So, you know, seeing him use the shoddy running around the map and drops 21-12 or 23-12, just absolutely ridiculous. So, predictions, I think, and I say this with the utmost respect, I think Stamina take this series 2-0 in a dominant fashion. This win, it's going to come out to a 6-3 in my opinion. But that, you know, that's just me being as, you know, not disrespectful, just realistic. Unless XOXO find a way to counter Narcs.
Yeah, Narcs, one of those names, one of those players that for so long has been a tremendous sniper, like for real on S&D. He can just single-handedly go up against a team of 3 against a team of 4 if he is given the opportunity. And maybe try to figure out potentially what he specifically can do and try to play against it, you know, maybe try to sneak someone through the back line of the enemies and eventually kill them. I don't know, but yeah, now that you've talked about it, definitely Narcs a key factor with that sniper on almost every time I've seen him play on S&D.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be a huge factor here in this Search or Destroy. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it. Search or Destroy on Raid. Chat, what are your predictions? We've already made hours. I need to hear from you. Do you think XOXO going to find a game in this series, or do you think Stamina just going to continue with the blows here? We're going to go ahead and dive on in and find out. Looking at the map, looks like Stamina is going to be on the attacking side early. That could be a little cautious, or it could be a little dangerous for the guys over at XOXO, but nonetheless, they could play their game as they see fit. 2-3 split, 3 going to B, 2 going to A, 1 effectively on site, but with shift, bomb in hand, making that rotation over to B, rather. Should be interesting. We're going to see the push come through. 2 players up. Dangerous territory. That's Derek's. Dust Spot Inferno. Does get opening blood. Faints. Finds Grizz as well. That was actually the first one that came through. So, massive present here early on. And that's not going to stop Stamina. They're actually going to proceed to drop this bomb here at B.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Maybe you're going to take him out, but at the same time, I'm going to take that opportunity to plant the bomb and push forward that momentum to my own favor. Now trying to defend enemies in this area. I see that they're going to have people quite close. For example, Drani is just waiting for enemies to walk by. He's gonna realize that they're behind him, finds kill number 1, goes for kill number 2, does not get it, ends up dying, leaving Nox in a 1v2, finds kill number 1, now has to make sure that they don't defuse the bomb, jumps over for it, tries to get it, but
Genius.
misses the shot. Genius, with a genius movement, is actually finding the kill that he needed, defuses that bomb, and point number 1 is actually gonna be favoring XOXO verdict.
Yes, indeed. I was kind of questioning the B push even after dropping too early. That might have been a time for Stamina to reevaluate the scenario. You could rely on Narcs for much, but and that opportunity at 2v1 kind of difficult for anybody, and we saw it pan out early. Oh, Narcs drops. The guys over at XO have the answer, and that is fighting 2 frags in a row, back-to-back rounds. Stamina still inching towards this B bomb site, kind of leaving me a little bit worried, but nonetheless, Genius going to be here in mid. Is going to be contacted there. Shift going to be able to get the cheeky kill, and then we're going to see the push come through for Inferno. Is he going to make too much of a move? Drari actually in a compromising position. Is going to push up, catches Derek's lacking. Guns out, guns a-blazing. Drari evening things out, 2 for 2 trades here with about a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, the side of XOXO has been tremendous at picking up an advantage early on in these 2 rounds so far. This time, the bomb is going to be planted yet again over at B, and they have to defend it, but this time only against 3 people. Let's see if they can figure something out. Nev is going to be rotating towards that kitchen. Onto the bomb, finds the kill number 1, but that tree was ready for it and even things out. Is a 2v2. Inferno takes the kill onto Saint, leaves Fade alone. He finds the first enemy, tries to go for it, takes a lot of bullets onto him, but does not get the kill. And when he tried to go aggressive, Drari was there from preventing him to rotate towards that area, take the kill and the round. And although they're gonna be tied up, I was talking about the fact that I was expecting XO to not lose enemies at first, but they're actually the ones taking the first few kills at the beginning of the rounds.
Yep, XOXO finding a way to find 2 early. We're going to see 1-2 drop.
Again.
This is 3 rounds in a row. Last round they weren't able to capitalize on it. Drari fighting Genius could be a leveling factor. Drari with 6 kills on board. And Genius top fragged in the lobby for the guys over at XOXO in Game 1, doing a decent job here in Game 2. So far, so good. 2 for 1 trades, though, still favoring XOXO. Feints up top, mid-ring control is going to be a factor. This B bomb plant's not going to come through. As a matter of fact, I do see Shift inching away towards this A site. Going to have 2 to deal with, and I think Narcs is giving some information out too, so we'll see if they get the push collectively. Nev, top money. Trophies down. Nev going to give away his location. Shift going to be able to take some shots, but not able to take out the opponent. We're going to see Nev on the flank. Nev does get caught out on the pull step side. Shift picking up their second of the game. A stout search and destroy so far. Very strategical here from both teams. As a matter of fact, we're going to see the push from the bomb come through mid pillars. It's going to be given away. Derek's taking some shots, not able to land them. Get turned on, Derek's.
Couldn't keep up with the momentum there. Shift gets the kill, gets another one onto Feints, leaving only Fade alive, but Narcs, with that sniper, gonna take the last blood. And that's another point favoring Stamina. What's going on? Like, they are getting the head start. They're getting 2 kills immediately when the round starts, but they are not being able to capitalize on it. On round 1, it ended up in a 1v1 scenario, but on round 2 and 3, it was just Stamina being able to realize, okay, they have the player advantage and we're gonna play it a little bit slower. This time around, though, Inferno finds the first blood. Grease dies to the hands of Genius, so he evens things out. And XOXO sort of playing aggressively, not working out this time, as Derek's also dies to the hands of Stamina player. Shift is gonna be planting the bomb. It almost feels like Stamina definitely enjoys or likes going for that plant over at the B side, isn't it?
It does. It seems like everything they've done on the attack has been geared towards that B side. Now, it panned out 2 rounds in a row, so I can't argue with it. We're going to see a 3v3. Narcs, Inferno, Shift. Shift's going to be spotted. Genius up top, Laundry. Shots are going to take, but he's just going to look to blow up the vehicle, pushing Shift out. I think the push is going to come in from multiple angles. Nev on the backside could be a threat, but there's only 14 seconds. Inferno finds one. Shift finds another. Shift makes it 2, and that is going to be another round in favor of the guys over at Stamina, who have been cool, calm, collected here in this Search and Destroy so far. As a matter of fact, Shift dropping 7. Just absolutely ridiculous. And then right there behind him, Drari with 6. We're going to see yet again another push towards this B site for 3 players. 2 going through red, 1 going through driveway. Nades are going to come through. Concussions are going to hit. Derek's looking to capitalize on some out of placement, but he's not going to get anything to work with. What a well-played round here so far for Stamina. They find 2, make it 3. As Narcs finds Derek's. Oh my god, Narcs, you're cracked out of your mind, bro.
Yeah, at this point, it's a 1v5. The bomb has been planted. Faye doesn't even know where the enemy's at. Tries to go for the kill. Does a lot of damage. Can he actually get it? He does, but still, only 30 seconds remaining. Can he do it? Does get another kill, but gets pushed over by Narcs, who takes the kill, and that's gonna be a 4-1 lead. And the main thing that I'm questioning right now is the mental state of XOXO, because I feel like it's just a little bit frustrating knowing that on the first 3 rounds, you got 2 kills right off the bat, and you were only able to capitalize on 1.
Yeah, that's a huge ball drop. XOXO, oh my god, Feints and Faden combining for 2. Feints with the sniper, Faden with the nade, the push coming through A. This is the time for XOXO to redeem themselves. Had 3 rounds in a row where they had multiple First Bloods. 2 kills each, starting the first, second, and third. Weren't able to capitalize on the other 2, but the first one did go in favor. Time is on the clock, 30 seconds now as the bomb's been planted. Narcs and Shift left at a 2v4 scenario. This might be the time that XOXO finally puts another point on the board. Shift's going to be last one alive as Nev finds Narcs. Nev finds his 4th, already playing much better than we saw on the Hardpoint. Shift gets 1 to land. It's a 1v3, but he's only got 10 seconds regardless of what he does here. It's going to be not worthy there, and we're going to see another round going in favor of XOXO. That was a much-needed round for them to close this gap that the guys over at Stamina built in the first 5.
Yeah, definitely way better being in a 4-2 than being on a 5-1 scenario. XOXO picks up the second round of themselves in this game of S&D. They try to juke around their opponents instead of going aggressively on A, try to go for B, not gonna work out. The bomb carrier is already dead. Genius does get a kill onto Greasy. Genius right now onto the red room, trying to figure out what to do, where to go, and the bomb has been picked up already. Darex gets the kill onto Drari, but this is not over yet. They try to fool their opponents like I mentioned, didn't work out at all. I do see that Derek's is playing quite aggressively, and Stamina is actually still defending B, sort of. They might be thinking about rotating, but not quite yet. I see that, for example, Shift is rotating all the way around onto the A-bomb and could potentially surprise their opponents. Does spot someone onto the bar, and that's exactly why he's being cautious. Does get a few shots in. Inferno gets a kill, even things out. 40 seconds on the clock. Can XOXO pick up another round for themselves? I don't know, but they still have to defend for the next 30 seconds.
Yep, I think, oh my god, Fates, how though? Inferno, last one alive, finds 1. He caught Derek slacking. He was that lone wolf rotating backside Faden, and Fates are going to make the push in. This is going to end not so well for Stamina. XOXO taking another round. 3-4, making things interesting. We saw the push through mid. I was on board with the aggressive play. As a matter of fact, if he just played for information, I would have been satisfied for that. But Inferno getting that frag there ultimately put his life in jeopardy. Didn't make a difference in the round, but could have been a factor if Stamina was able to capitalize on it. Unable to do so. XOXO looking like a much better team here in the Search and Destroy. Drari finds 1. Narcs going to be dropped. Drari finds another. Make it his 8th. Derek's and Nev left it a 2v2. Drari and Shift top fragging in the lobby for both teams. 9 and 4 for Shift. 8 and 4 for Drari. Nev does have the bomb in hand. We're going to see the rotation back over to the B site. Well played from them. We'll see how much time it takes for Drari and Shift to get the note that they are not pushing this A site. As a matter of fact, we're going to see the impatience from Drari just moving around, and that's going to be the cue to rotate over. Bomb's been planted. That's a big enough cue for them now. 40 seconds on the clock for this 2v2 scenario.
Now that Nev has planted the bomb, less than 40 seconds remaining for Stamina to answer back to that. XOXO finally realized what had to be done and are doing it. They have two tremendous rounds for themselves and are looking to get a third one now. I see that Drari is playing with his Locust, trying to get inside, pushing forward. Only 15 seconds remaining. They gotta do something right now. Find the two opponents. Derek's gets the kill to Shift, leaving Drari alone. Couldn't keep up. Tries to swap back to the... I think he was holding an MX-9, but it was just too late. Both players on XOXO push in, take the kill, and that is gonna be even things out. 4 points for each side. We're sort of reset back in. And tremendous job now that they are on the aggressive role, you know? It seems like they feel way more comfortable being the ones trying to plant the bomb. This time, Inferno picks the first kill. Shift gets kill number 2. That is a problem, but Nev realized, because of the comms, that there was an enemy there, goes for it and gets it. Nev gets the first kill for the team, but still in a 4v2 scenario, it's gonna be tough to come up with. Finds another enemy, takes a few shots, but what can he do in here?
I don't know. There's not much. As a matter of fact, we saw the 2v something scenario come through for the guys over at Stamina earlier. They played very patiently. It panned out. Stamina playing patient here at a 4v2. This is exactly what you expect. Now, we're going to see the conservative play as both players for XOXO are going to fall back to their spawn. Not necessarily a big fan of them rotating back. As a matter of fact, I was a huge fan of them playing conservatively, just holding their on spots. The pushback up could be the lethal portion of this rotation. Yep, Inferno does spot Nev, does not miss, unforgiving, not at all. Bombs down. Inferno's going to get that information to the rest of the squad, and we're going to see one player push up. That is Drari, who picks up his 9th, and now we are on match point for the guys over at Stamina. Looking to take a 2-0 clean sweep here. Could very well do it this round.
Could very well do it this round. XOXO on the brink of losing their not only the game but the match. They cannot allow any sort of failure anymore, or else they're gonna struggle in here. Genius finds the first blood. That is really huge. Feints is just was so aggressive but doesn't work out. Only dies without taking a kill with them. The bomb is currently carried by Nev, and they're still sort of figuring out where they want to go to. It seems like Stamina realized that they were going quite often to A, and that's the same reason why XOXO are going over to this ring area, to the B bomb, are gonna be planting it, and now Stamina has 45 seconds to answer back. That is Narcs, Drari, and Shift that have to do something. Shift is with the MX-9 trying to go on to the enemies, finds the first blood onto Derek, tries to go for another one. He doesn't realize that there's an opponent inside of it, thinking about going in, but still not too sure about that. There's people just so close to one another. Shift is gonna reveal his positioning, and it doesn't matter too much. Oh, his ally now gets taken out. Drari does too. Now Shift in a 1v3, only 12 seconds on the clock, not much you can do. He just gets spotted by Feints, and that is a kill. That even things out. We're gonna have a round number 11 verdict. This do or die still for XOXO.
Do or die for both now. Well, actually, you're right. Do or die for XOXO. If they don't, they won't see a game 3. If they do, we will see that redemption time for them. Well played round there for the guys over at XOXO. Literally get the bomb down. Genius does a great job of maintaining top control of Laundry. You saw how that interaction panned out. Shift was leery of his presence the entire push, which distracted him from the objective, which is on the bomb site, and there were 2 there waiting for him. So, a hell of a push from the guys over at Stamina just wasn't enough. Now, round 11 scenario, Stamina dropped Drari earlier. That's massive. But Narc's going to get the refrag taken down. Derox. Bomb is in the hands of Shift, who's going to make his rotation over the A. Nev holding top money. Nobody there on the staircase. A free bomb plant, potentially. Nev going to be taking some shots. Gives away his location. Repositions. No patience or no hesitation here from the bomb push. Planted ASAP. 40 seconds on the clock. 4v4 retake is going to have to come through for XOXO. We're going to see the push come in. 2 players coming through pull steps. That is Fates, and that is Genius, who's actually going to rotate all the way around. Trophies down. Narcs right here on the opposite side. Nev drops. Massive for stamina. They can close it out here. Oh, Narcs taking down Fates. He's going to be traded, though. Genius now in a 1v3. The pressure on. That is real. It is felt. Shift. And Grizz going to combine for some shots. Genius makes the push through bar. Pull bar was not it. 2 players there waiting for you. And in a dramatic 6-5 fashion, the guys over at Stamina take down XOXO. They earn those 20 points. GG's.
Yeah, these 2 taking us to the edge of the seats, all the way down to round number 11. And for the first time, we saw that the side of Stamina decided to go to A. It works out perfectly because completely uncontested bomb plant that XOXO had to react to and just couldn't do it. They tried to do so, but didn't work out at the end. Tried their hardest, but was not the case. Stamina just did a phenomenal job at thinking ahead of what the enemies were going to be doing. Now, looking at the scores, we're going to notice that Shift. He did, like, we were talking about him a lot, and with a valid reason, 13 kills total for him, Verdict.
Yeah, we're talking about finding a way to nerf Narcs. He still picked up 10, but Shift, the headline for this matchup, 13 kills on board. Hell of a game for him. Hell of a series for him. Grizz, not necessarily performing the way he did. Diz get a pass, though, because he played so very well in the Hardpoint. Inferno with 8. Drari with 10. Drari and Shift were left in some very, like, uncomfortable 2v-something scenarios, and they were able to clutch it up just massively, giving the guys over at Stamina that advantage. You saw the players drop early. Didn't matter. Stamina played cool, calm, collective. They earned this victory. They earned the 20 points. They earned everything in this series, and that was a well-fought one. I got to give it to XOXO, though. They gave Stamina a run for their money, and that Search and Destroy was definitely entertaining.
Yeah, it was a good one. Definitely the side of XOXO struggle on Hardpoint, but I started struggling a little bit at the start of this S&D, then we're able to go back up onto it to tie it so close to one another, but definitely a good game at number 2, a good match number 2, of course. But with all of this being said, I think what is up next, Verdict?
Oh, we got hell of a series next. We've got the guys over at Dark Pirates and Nova Esports. I'm gonna be honest with you, this might not be the matchup that Dark Pirates, are gonna perform their best in. Nova just looking absolutely dominant still, regardless of that series loss against Stamina. Went the distance. It was a 150 to 149 domination, bro. That'll tell you how close it was. So Dark Pirates definitely got a big series ahead of them. On the other hand, Nova Esports, this is not Stamina, all right? So we'll see them take it seriously, but before then, we're actually going to jump into the second segment of the Nev interview from XOXO. No, we didn't actually get the results he wanted from that last game, but still a hell of a performance here in the next segment. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and join that live. All right, guys, we are back live for the second segment of the interview with Nev from XOXO. Nev, I know we were just talking about a few things. A couple of them were actually the whole Masters ordeal where I believe you were playing with Bunker at the time. And Stage 4, obviously you guys didn't perform, up to the standard that you had predicted. Tell me, what was that like, and, what did you do to move on and get past that?
I mean, we were grinding, we were playing and training a lot, but we got really hard first match. We prepared for it, but I think Stamina guys prepared more. You know how it is.
Yeah.
And they played better and won. We underperformed a lot. I think we could have done so much more, but it is what it is. It's one day, and it's kind of unfair to finish everything in 1 day or 2 days. But that's how it goes in these kind of tournaments. And after that, yeah, I just took a little break, came back, and now chilling with XOXO.
Awesome. That's phenomenal. I mean, was there ever a time that you considered leaving the scene, or was it something that you always knew you were going to be around?
I consider leaving, but I have time. I only have trainings at the morning and going to the gym across the day, but at the night I always have the time. So yeah.
Awesome. So tell me, when you're part of XOXO now, everything's progressively getting better on that end. What is like a normal routine for you guys? How often are you playing? How often is the team playing together? What's a normal routine throughout the week look like for you guys?
I would say the word that describes us right now is chill. We're just chilling, and we have a good rotation of 6 players. And whenever someone needs to do something at the night and can't play, there's one guy to jump in, and we have no problems about activity or that. And we try to play at least 2-3 scrims a night. Whenever we want a day off, we just take it. So it's nothing serious for now, and that's how we actually enjoy it like that.
That's awesome. I mean, as I was saying, you guys, coming together, you're showing promise in both Mobile Mayhem and other tournaments. As a matter of fact, I think I was making mention of you playing in another tournament tonight, one at 8 p.m. Central European time, and then another if you make it to the finals. It's just a booked day for you guys. And how often are you guys playing in tournaments like this? Is it every time you get a chance to, or any time that they put them out?
Whenever they put us in. I mean, whenever our manager finds the tournament, we just play it. I mean, it's more fun to play tournaments than scrims. So I'd rather play every night a tournament than a scrim every night. So if we have opportunity for a tournament every night, we're gonna play it instead of scrims.
Oh no, I'm hands on with that. Anytime you can get your hands on, an opportunity to make a little money, definitely do it.
Yeah.
And then something else that we were discussing as well, the esports scene and its growth, more in particular to mobile, as we were just discussing. What are your thoughts on the scene as it has progressed? Obviously, in EU, there's a bit of, I wouldn't say a lack of viewership, just a lack of. Well, maybe I would say a lack of viewership. I wouldn't say, with it being as competitive as it is, you would think that there would be, more community tournaments. What are your thoughts on the EU scene growing in its growth, over the past 6 months per se?
Yeah, but I would say for EU, I'm not trying to offend any other regions, but EU is the most competitive scene by far,
hands down,
and has a lot of potential and everything. But the viewership and marketing is really low for now, and you saw it in stage 4, and you saw it in Masters. The viewership is really low, and I think because of that, we don't have a lot of majors or community tournaments with the bigger prize pool, and that's the reason people are leaving Call of Duty in EU, I would say.
I could agree. I mean, you look at NA, and at times it could be super competitive, but then we saw last Mobile Mayhem season. It was a bit underwhelming. There were 3 or 4 teams that competed, and the rest were, I wouldn't say fillers, but it was more along the lines of nowhere near as competitive as EU was. As a matter of fact, I think EU last season was the most competitive up until now. So that's a good point on the marketing and whatnot. We'll end on the light note though. So now this Mobile Mayhem season, as I was mentioning, probably the most competitive as in comparison to last season. Right now, it's already setting a benchmark. We've already had Nova drop a series of stamina. You guys obviously took a, not necessarily a big L. It was literally Monarchy coming in really hot and then very abruptly just dropping to their lowest, I believe. What are you guys' expectations for this season's Mobile Mayhem?
Yeah, I mean, first match we didn't take too seriously. That's why it happened, I think. And about this season, Mayhem, I think it's the toughest one. The great teams like Nova, Stamina, Anarchy, they're probably holding back in community tourneys and not giving all out. But I think in Mobile Mayhem, no one's holding back. So this season is gonna be fun, and we're gonna try to do our best and place the highest.
There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Nev, I wanted to thank you for taking your time out of your busy night. I know you guys got a heavy schedule ahead, a few tourneys to dive in, and good luck to you guys moving forward. Go ahead and drop him a follow on Twitter. We got it up there at the top right, if you can see, COD Mobile Nev. Also, while you're there, go ahead and drop your boy Vertica a follow as well. Top left, Nev. Again, thank you for taking the time out of your night to sit down with me. And good luck to you guys moving forward to the rest of the season.
Thank you very much, bro. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Pleasure's also mine, man. We're going to go ahead and dive right into the next series. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are back. Dark Pirates are in the lobby. Nova Esports on deck, 5 strong. I'm looking at it right now, Gil. We said this was going to be a lopsided match, but bro, from the looks of it, it does appear as though the first game is going to be a 4v5. Dark Pirates are not going to be able to produce a 5th. And I think some of the things we were talking about, it being lopsided earlier, now I have to strongly believe that it's not even going to be doable to begin with.
I'm sure that Dark Pirates are gonna attempt to do as best as they possibly can, but it's definitely gonna be a bit of a show, but heavily favoring the side of Nova. If you were to ask me, that's a thing. That's a thing. Like, historically, Nova has been a pretty dominant team, so being in a 5v4 against them, it's not gonna be pretty.
No, that's being the most respectful. You know, that's the most optimistic way of looking at it. As we're gonna go ahead and take a look. Best of 3 format here on screen. Summit Hardpoint to start things off. 4v5 for Dark Pirates. Firing range, search or destroy for game number 2. And if this game sees a game 3, which is highly unlikely, it'll be on a Hacky Yard domination. Dark Pirates opt to ban Crossfire map as well as a Sparrow operator. And look at this. Nova Esports opted to ban Takeoff as well as the Annihilator. So kinetic armor, OPs, back in the mix. Is it going to make a difference?
I mean, could be pretty key in a lot of different situations. So let's see what they can do with it. As of right now, I think we all seem to be mostly ready to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not ready to watch this 4v5 happen, but nonetheless, you know,
we have to.
It is what it is. So, the guys over at Dark Pirates not able to play with their 5th here in game 1. That is quite all right. Yeah, ready up. Let's go, bro. There we go. These guys been waiting for 15 minutes, dude. They want to see some action. Let's go. Want to see some action, but that action is going to be on a 5v4 situation. That's tough.
5v4 Hardpoint Summit. Game number 1 between these two is about to start. And we're still waiting on a few players to actually get into the game. Come on, just connect into it. Pretty different stuff that has made us just delay a little bit longer for this match number 3. We apologize for the inconvenience, as we actually do have a redo for this first game. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. Don't worry about it too much, fellas. But yeah, it didn't even take me out. I guess I gotta quit the match.
I think I do too, because I actually had that same glitch. All the players left out of the lobby at the same time, so we're going to bounce out and try this thing again. Hopefully everyone's connections are all right. Obviously, if I'm either of these teams, I'm not really concerned about the connection as much as so as just get it over with at this point. So I mean that in the most respectful way. Let's be honest, a 5v5 against Nova is just absolutely terrifying. A 4v5 on the other hand, I don't even think I can wish that on the worst of my opponents.
Yeah, it's important for them to figure out a way to put a good show for themselves, you know? Por cierto, darle un hola a Diana. ¿Cómo andamos? Bienvenida. Sorry, I want to say hello to someone, but yeah. For starters, I think we can check on to what's going on with the Dark Pirates. You know, we're gonna have 4 players in here. They're all trying to rotate in. Actually, Gandalf gets inside, preventing enemies from getting points. Eventually, gets taken out, and that is the beginning of Nova's point in this first game.
P1 out in the open. This is no place for 1v4 scenarios, as we saw Gandalf try to maximize on a little bit of map control there, just not able to do so. 20 points uncontested here so far for the guys of Nova. This is going to be definitely difficult task for even the best, the elite of the elite. But we've got a 4v5 to pan out. It just so happens that Nova's not playing games today. We see the SKS from Marky. Pickup 1, pickup 2 is taken down. Saturn's with the R9, just absolutely OP, and I absolutely love this shotty, especially on this map, so we'll see how he does as I'm taking a look at the scorecard early. 6-0 for Karma. Let's see what he's got going on.
Yeah, right now, Karma gonna be driving around with the SKS. Wait, no, not with the SKS. With the Jesus Christ, the game is lagging on me.
MX9.
Oh, there you go. MX. Okay, I couldn't see it properly, but yeah, using the score streaks already has that Goliath in hand. Gonna be throwing that 100 killer, takes out the MX9, a double piece just like that. And could even try to use the Goliath in here, you know, as a distraction, but it doesn't matter too much. With or without distraction, takes kill number 3 story, eventually gets taken out by Gandalf, but the side of Nova just being dominant as expected, and Karma is now gonna be throwing the Goliath that I think might be used for both point 2 and point 3, just allowing Nova to get even a bigger advantage. But for the first time, we're gonna see a few points going to the side of Dark Pirates.
Yeah, Dark Pirates able to capitalize on a few 7 points on board here. P2 Catwalk also out in the open. This is not a money hill, but Nova making their money work for them here. Is 100 points almost here, closing out P2 area. P3 transitions have been made. 94-7. This is exactly what you'd expect. Even with a 5th player, I couldn't expect it to be... I mean, I'd expect it to be a little closer, but not by much. This Nova team has been on top of their game. They took a, I wouldn't say a big L, but it was definitely a close one against the guys over at Stamina. They took the 2-0 over Meseeks EU in convention fashion, but now this is Dark Pirates' time to come through and try and contest, and with only 4 players to put up, definitely makes it that much more difficult. We are going to see a complete push out of P3 there, as I do see all the players from Nova spawn out, which is interesting. Saturns and Yaya are going to be able to push up as the Predator missile allowed for all the players to get taken out on the side of Dark Pirates. And now 125-8. Expecting this thing to close out early, potentially here on P4 as I see the transitions coming through. They're going to go ahead and give the guys over at Dark Pirates the scrap time, which I do see the rotations coming through. P4 looking pretty good here for Nova.
Looking pretty good indeed. Saturn still using this R9. As this map can be used potentially for shotguns, find it pretty interesting that he's only with 7 kills for the time being, but of course, you know, he is also being the one that's the longest inside of the hardpoints, I believe. Almost 2 minutes inside of it, still defending it, making sure no one takes him out with a nade. Takes a kill to JV, finds another opponent, but doesn't want to be too aggressive, just waiting for him to get to a close fight scenario. Takes the kill onto Yato. That is gonna be 150-19. Nova takes game number 1. And well, you know, props to Dark Pirates. Try their best, and with only 4 players, we're able to get almost 20 points for them. I've seen games in which is a 5v5 and it's a bigger difference, so it's a thing, you know. Nova's not easy, and they find a way to get 20.
Yeah, they do. They find a way to get 20. Not necessarily the kind of situation you want to see yourself in 4v5. It's not realistic against a team like Nova. Still got to commend them for not giving up. As a matter of fact, they played the entire team. You know, if it wasn't on the objective, it was going towards the objective. It wasn't like they were just giving up. Nova closing it out early. 13-5 for Turu. Minute and 26 on the hill. Minute and 50 for Saturns. Good God, this guy did not want to waste time. He wants to call it early tonight or move on to bigger things. I'm not 100% sure, but Nova absolutely dominant as one would expect. Now we're going to see the Search and Destroy come through. As we were just taking a look at the best of 3 earlier. I'll put that up there for you guys to see. It's going to be a firing range Search and Destroy predictions. Based off of what we just saw, I am seeing a 5th player come through for the guys over at Dark Pirates potentially, which could give them a better odd, but let's be realistic about this. You know, it's a Nova team who has been pretty outstanding recently. So, you know, it's definitely, you know, pretty lopsided when we're going to make our picks here, as I do see players swapping sides. Are they 100% swapping sides? I don't know.
I don't think they are.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. It was the same thing I was talking with Ronin earlier. The fact that he has that Nova is red, then Dark Pirates is blue, which if you think about it is the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on.
It can be sometimes tricky if you read it like rapidly, you know, you just pass through it and you're like, oh yeah, maybe I gotta move. But in reality, in potentially 3 games that I don't think we're gonna see 3, it would be with everyone on the same spot, regardless.
You're absolutely right. As I'm taking a look at the VCs, it doesn't look like a fifth is joining in the Dark Pirates, so that could be a bit concerning. But again, you know, it's a game 2 situation against a stout Nova opponent. I don't know if it'd really make a difference. To be fair, I would love to think that it does, but in my like head, I could just see Nova just coming through and continue with that same energy and see a very, very, like, short game, realistically. So firing range, Search or Destroy going to be the deciding factor for Game 3. Nova looking to make it an easy, close, short night for themselves. Could very well do it here. I think everyone's ready. I think we are going to see a 4v5 on the Search or Destroy too. This is tough.
It seems like we all are ready for the second game of this third matchup. 4v5 again. Okay, so it is indeed going to be a 4v5 again. And it's time for firing range.
Yep,
Search and Destroy firing range. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, no, time for firing range indeed. It's tough, dude. I could barely see a 5v5 working out. Now it's another 4v5 situation. Search and Destroy a little bit more forgiving in my opinion, but I don't think that Nova's going to be any more forgiving than they were last game.
Wait, I did see Jado find a hit marker onto Marky. Marky was able to survive, fortunately enough. Turu gets taken out by Zeus, and that's something that I wanted to talk about. The fact that Zeus was a good performance onto game 1. You know, there's gonna be 2 more kills for the side of Dark Pirates. A tremendous start as they are now in a 4v2 scenario. Marky is trying to defend this himself as his ally Jaja gets taken out, finds kill number 1, finally gets it, but gets caught in the mix by JB. Dies to his hands. Dark Pirates with a tremendous start right there.
Dark Helmet's on Aphelion. That's NA. BR. Yeah, I knew exactly. As soon as you said the name, I was like, Dark Helmet, that sounds familiar. Oh, yeah, it does. Haven't seen him in a while, but XOXO, yet again, finding an opening blood here for the side of Dark Pirates, making things interesting. Got an even playing field. Nova absolutely just tore into this Dark Pirates roster in Game 1. Looking a little backfire here as firing range looking a bit spicy. We're going to see Kandov drop early there. JB gets the refrag. Turu going to find another. That's going to be Marky clearing things out. That's going to leave Zeus Gaming all on his own. Is going to make the rotation through the jungle site. Turu going to push back. Is going to fall right back in. Cubby's going to be where I see them hold the objective. And Zeus looking patient. Playing his sights. Right tech in hand. Misses the first shot. Interesting. The Val in hand is secondary. Doesn't necessarily need to push it immediately. Marky going to take some shots, but the 1-2 push going to come through. Turu giving him multiple angles to look. And this is Nova doing what they do best, and that is executing here on the Search or Destroy. Oh my god, are they playing with their food?
They're just messing with him at this point.
Yeah.
Look at him go. They're not even shooting at him, just dancing around. Time is over, and that is gonna be the even things out. Try to go for the kills, only gets one onto Turu. But definitely, like, he was so close to getting multiple kills, but Nova just played it perfectly, right? They knew that they had to wait for him to run out of time. And the second it happened, they realized that there was no more time to defuse. They just dance around him, get the point for themselves, even things out. But 2 rounds, 4 kills for Zeus. Kandov just killed himself. JV did get a kill himself. Pretty interesting start of a round.
No, what was that, Kandov? I
don't know.
Huh? At any rate, Yaya got to force or push up top tower. We're going to see Turu bomb in hand make the rotation over to this A-long site. Is going to get the go-ahead. The push comes through. 2 players in. Saturns and Turu going to go ahead and secure this bomb plant. Zeus Gaming, however, on the opposite side of things here in trailer, doesn't necessarily push out too much, but does give the information to Yato and JB as we see the rotations coming through. Yato, American, bombs playing at 35 seconds on the clock, and now we're going to see the push coming through. JB gets 1. Turu's out. Saturns and Karma are going to be the last 2 alive.
Oh my god, I just saw Zeus get a double piece. That was insane. Yato gets another one. They're gonna defuse the bomb verdict.
All right,
Sorry
we've got.
that I interrupted you, but
Yeah, that was definitely interesting. I hate I missed out on it, but super unfortunate for Nova. Even you know, on the fact that Gandalf took his life at the beginning. I'm not 100% sure how. I'm assuming it was, you know, maybe a botched nade. I've done that before, so it's very possible. I'm not proud of it, obviously, but here we are. Round 4 here, 2-1 lead for Dark Pirates. Nova gonna push up. Zeus gonna find one. Zeus gonna drop. Yato looking to clear it out, but the smoke is definitely gonna be a factor in his shots here as he's not able to get one. Bombs down. Marky gonna get the rotation over. Is gonna hold this bomb head glitch area. Saturn's gonna find one in the background. Saturn's gonna be taking out JB on the push in the window of trailer. JB finds another. It's a 2v2 pressure for both sides. Yaya backside. Marky doesn't miss. Yato in a 1v2. 20 seconds on the clock.
ooh, Yato gonna be in that shot. In this 1v2, that would have been tremendous, but not gonna be the case. Still in a 1v2, Yaya was waiting for him with the sniper. Takes the shot and the kill. That is gonna even things out. And I feel like Jaja is the one playing with a Rydic. I don't know if I'm mistaken, but pretty interesting to see it take place. You know, the Rydic, a weapon that I personally haven't seen too often. And Yaya so far, that said kill that he got, it was the first one of the game.
It was his first indeed. Now, he's not normally a sniper. Oh, as I say that, he does fight Gandalf with the Rytech, but the bomb is down. 3v3 Yato. Evening the playing field. Fine twos of his own. The push comes in. Yato. 3 on board now. Karma gonna find JB in the background. 2v2 scenario. Karma gonna be up top. Zeus Gaming gonna be forced down. The push comes in. Yaya finds one. Making it a 1v2. Yato gonna be out. Karma gonna get these shots to land, and that is gonna give the advantage to Nova. 3-2 here in the search to destroy as we flip sides. We'll see the 4v5 pan out on the attack. Surely you could be patient on the defending side, but will that kind of patience pay off here in the flip side of things? We're going to see them collect the bomb. They're not wasting any time. They're going to go ahead and make the push towards jungle. Do only have one player to deal with, but I do see some support coming through. That is going to be Saturn's. Shots are going to be taken. Turu going to be dropped. Now it's a 4v4.
Now it's a 4v4 as Candle finds another kill into Yaya, but ends up dying to the hands of Marky. Now Karma dies to Yato. That's a 3v2. The bomb has not been planted, but it's in the hands of the MVP so far for the side of Dark Pirates as JB takes the kill into Saturn's. Now JB's and Yato, actually, the three of them are doing a tremendous job. 7 kills for each. The push is going to come in place for Marky. Marky takes a kill into JB. It's a 2v1. Marky tries to figure out what to do with the DLQ. He does have to push in. Finds the first player and takes the kill. But from the back, there's going to be Yato waiting for him to push in. Taking the kill and even things out one more time. That's going to be 3 for each team.
Well executed round there. They get Turu. They find another in Yaya. 2 frags on the board, opening things off here for the guys over at Dark Pirates. They are clearly the underdogs in this matchup, regardless of it being a 4v5, but they are showing a bit of heart here in this search and destroy. Yato 9 on board. Zeus not wasting time. Gonna go ahead and get this bomb plant down. 7 on board for Zeus, who we saw couldn't clutch up the 1v3 scenario. Obviously, the guys over Nova were putting a little bit of moves left and right. Yato going to be last one alive now as Gandalf takes down 1. He is traded. And we're going to see Karma and the guy, Turu, looking to clutch this up. Turu going to go ahead and try and get this bomb defused. Yato right there on him. The shots does not miss. 15 seconds on the clock. He gets another. And for the first time tonight, there's a little bit of hope here for this Dark Pirates team.
A lot of hope, I would say. And I believe that you were spectating a Yato, right? He was so close to a collide right there. Ended up not being the case. Doesn't matter too much. Even if he didn't get the collide, he does get the kill at the end. A really good nade is going to stun 4 players, the 4 players of Dark Pirates. Doesn't matter too much as they all survive, but that was a tremendous tactical nade for someone from Nova. Right now, I think we can look at who's the player with the most kills, JB. Now pushing forward onto this bomb, finds the first enemy, tries to go for the kill, takes a lot of bullets onto him, but doesn't work out. Jado also dies to the hands of Marky. And this time around, it was heavily in favor of Nova. But you said it yourself, Dark Jesus Christ, Dark Pirates. The Pirates are giving their best and getting closer to potentially winning the game. But at this point, if I was Nova, I'd actually be a bit worried now.
A little bit worried, yeah, but at the same time, still have that confidence to know that you are a championship team. You're a Masters team. You have the capability of closing this thing out. Literally, in the drop of a dime, just change that game style up. We're going to see that last round be an example here. All 4 players dropping quick. Zeus actually going to win that 1v1 gunfight against Karma. Not too many have taken that gunfight and proven to be better at that time. Now we're going to see the push come through. Ooh. Zeus going to be taking shots in trailer. Turu going to be there on sandbags. That is not the play you want to make, but that is, you know, Nova taking a 5-4 advantage here. Match point. Still got a little bit of faith here in the Dark Pirates. Will they make the team of Nova walk the plank here and go to another round? Har! Surely the guys over at Dark Pirates have a game plan up their sleeve, and that is going to be Yatu finding the first blood, as well as Zeus finding a second one. Massive big frags here for the guys over at the Dark Pirates here in round number 10.
Oh my god, that was so close. Zeus was trying to get the kill onto Turu, not gonna work out at the end. Ends up dying. Now Turu's still alive and Zeus is not. Still having Jado JV and the Gandalf to make something happen. The bomb is on the ground though, and that is gonna be a huge problem for the side of the Pirates. Problem is that I feel like Turu knows where the bomb is at. Maybe he didn't. Actually, he didn't realize that, and Jado picks it up. They are gonna be defending this B side of the map. I feel like they realized that more often than not, we saw that the Pirates were going this way and are now gonna be waiting for them to make a mistake, basically.
Yado needs to make the rotation over. He's the last one here. He collected the bomb, is finally going to get to a point where he can make the rotation over, but there's 2 players for Nova that are covering this A side. As a matter of fact, I see Karma kind of spectating mid. Yaya going to be holding A long area. 3-player push, 1 backside. JB covering odds and ends. We're going to see it come through. The bomb's going to be planted. We're going to see the rotations over from Turu, who's going to flank all the way through the spawns. Gandalf right here. Is it going to spot him? This 1v1 could be devastating. Yato and Gandalf drop. JB now going to be converged on. He takes down Yaya. Game number 2 in a pretty dramatic fashion does go in favor of the guys over in Nova. 6-4 win. 20 points or will be their booty. Their riches from the treasure chest of the Dark Pirates. That was terrible, Verdict. Go back to your day job. What in the world was that? I was trying to be Imperium in this sense, and it did not pan out, but the 2-0 advantage does end this series, and GG's Dark Pirates. I got to give it to them. They played very well in that Search and Destroy.
Yeah, they gave their best, and they were able to steal 4 rounds away off of Nova. They tried their hardest in multiple situations. Maybe a few stuff could have been changed, but yeah, definitely a good performance for Yado, Zeus, and JV. Maybe Gandalf was the one just dropping the ball, not being able to find a way to have a better impact off of this game. But of course, it's Nova we're talking about. And the second that they took it more seriously, like I mentioned, when it was a 4-4, although it's like, you know, you already won game number 1, it's you even if you were to lose game 2, like still got the chance of game 3. But of course, that also means that you get less points, which are pretty important here. So Nova took the last 2 rounds, take the victory, and are going to be the winners of the match number 3 of today.
Yes, indeed. 2-0s across the board so far. Haven't seen a game 3 yet. Will we see it up next? That's a great question as I'm taking a look at it. It appears as though we've got a Meseeks versus Noxious Blood ahead of us. Should be an interesting one. I think this one might be it. I think I don't know if we'll see a game 3, but it's probably going to be the closest of the 2 matches we've seen. We've seen some pretty good ones so far. The last one was better on the second game. First game was absolutely, one would expect a 4v5, but a 4v5 against a Nova team is not happening. The Search and Destroy, however, could have gone the distance, but Nova just showing up and showing out. So we're going to take a moment to get these players in the lobby. So, guys, we're going to hear from COD Mobile, and we're going to take a short intermission. Don't go anywhere. I promise you we'll be right back with some more action. We are back live for our fourth and final series of the night. Noxious Blood going to be looking to take on Meseeks EU. And Gil, I think this is the moment that you and I have all been waiting for tonight.
That's absolutely right. That is going to be the fourth game between Noxious Blood and the Meseeks EU team. Both of these teams have struggled in the past few games that they've had in here Mobile Mayhem. This time around, one of the two are going to get some key points for the tournament.
Key points indeed, as we're taking a look at the best of three. Should be an interesting spread, as I do see it. Pretty balanced map rotations. I'm loving it. Raid Hardpoint to start us off. Firing range, search or destroy. And then if it goes the distance, a domination standoff. What a hell of a rotation. Kinetic Armor and Sparrow banned for both teams. Hackney Yard from Noxious Blood and Crossfire from Meseeks EU. Thoughts?
Oof, my thoughts. Well, I feel like the team that wins the first game, this Hardpoint on Raid, is gonna end up taking victory at the end, either in a 2-0 or in a 2-1. But I strongly believe that the winner of the first one is gonna take it at the end.
All right, we'll see here as we're gonna get geared up. I think we have everything ready to. Did I just knock something over? Ronan, go ahead and flip that those graphics up top. I think we got them in reverse order. There we go. Game number one coming through. Meseeks EU looking to get on board again as I'm taking a look at the standings. Definitely should put them in a top 6, top 7 standard. Nonetheless, here we are. If the guys over at Noxious Blood can find a way to get on board here, it'd be massive. Even if it's just one game, we're going to see many of nades coming through. Oh my god, maybe I should take that off. Uh-oh, there we go.
Nades are fine by. What was that?
Oh, we're good.
Oh, we're there. Okay. Well, first single point went to the side of Meseeks, then after a long period of fighting, it was the side of Noxious Blood that got some control inside of this ring area. I see that the Vice is on this top red and taking the kill. That is kill number 2 for him. Tries to defend himself, but unfortunately for him, there was an issue from behind, just taking that kill. Still under control for Noxious Blood, doing a good job in this first hardpoint.
First hardpoint so far so good. Given a run for their money. Meseeks unable to get but just 1 point on the hill. And this is a tough one to swallow. We're going to see rotations early on for 2 players from Meseeks. The guys over at Noxious Blood putting up a hell of a fight. 38-1 so far. But this money hill should be it for them as they do make the rotation overhead. It's going to be caught out and open. It is going to be taken down. Denicio going to be on the backside holding anchor. But there is plenty to work with here on the hardpoint. Actually, we're going to see it open it up, and Noxious Blood just absolutely dominating early on. We're going to see a bit of a contest here, back and forth affair, spawning out for both teams. Actually, I see multiples. No bit of security here in P2 Kitchen. Just as sweaty as one would think P1 is. Ajax going to be there on the refrag, holding down money. He's the last one here. Going to get the push in from his teammates. Is going to be able to collectively get one, but that is not going to be enough. There are still multiples in the area. General Gore making the deciding break there, and that is going to be Meseeks' ample opportunity to get on point. 20 points and counting for them. 41 for the guys over at Noxious Blood, who have fought tooth and nail every hardpoint so far.
Yeah, so far only 2 kills, trying to go for more, but not working too well. Still using this M13 with a really cute camo, I would say. But this is not a pay to win. You gotta earn your kills, and so far he's only been able to get 2. On the bright side, though, it seems like Meseeks are working their way onto rotating for this garage area, but doesn't work out at the end. Actually, they end up dying into the hands of their opponents and are now struggling to get inside through this window. Everyone going in, but Device with a shorty gonna get a triple kill for the Device 6-9 without shorty defending for the longest time, avoiding anyone from getting in. Finally gets taken out, and with that being said, Meseeks breaks through, but still enemies inside and no more points are being given. Finally clearing some time up, and both teams are now struggling, but that first initial advantage for the side of Noxious is taking importance right now.
As a matter of fact, they utilized their operator very well. The Annihilator was used perfectly for device, but on the opposite side of things, Balance, I did see him pop one off and couldn't even manage to get one kill off MX9. Bullets, damage drop off like marshmallows there as Ajax able to escape with his life. P4 rotations are going to come through, and it's about 5 seconds before we start, and it does look like the guys over at Noxious Blood are going to be able to continue with this lead. Gore, I think he had his Annihilator out. That is tough, bro. It does. Another operator wasted here in P4 for the guys over at Meseeks, and Noxious Blood able to maintain the point for a moment, but is going to be taken over there. Fahim able to pick up one. Fahim, 10 kills on board. Taking a look at the kill spread, 36 for Balance. So even though he had a dropped operator, still able to capitalize on some great gun skill. And talking about gun skill, we see the push come through for Noxious Blood. They have a hell of a retake. Massive here. Later, 20 seconds left in this P4 rotation. Neck and neck game, and this is about as sweaty as it can get here in this game 1 opener.
Yeah, this P4 has been heavily contested for the two of them. Slight advantage yet again favoring Noxious Blood in here. And now Meseeks had to make sure that they are defending this 5th point the best they can. And of course, it's really, really problematic to get a clear and 100% control off of it. But if you are at least preventing enemies from getting inside, you're doing your job. And here I'm looking at Hans with 14 kills using this AS ball, trying to defend himself, throwing a few nades. And unstoppable, 4 kills for him. Has this paper plane, this drone to be thrown away. Really, really good job. And this is exactly what I was talking about. I said that maybe they could also be outside of it, not necessarily getting points, but avoiding enemies from getting in. And that is what they're doing. Whenever they can get points, they do. Whenever they don't, it doesn't matter. They are preventing Noxious from getting in, and it's working perfectly so far. Finally, Noxious gets inside. Hans is trying to defend that area, and so is Balance, doing a phenomenal job at keeping enemies on their edge as they can't get inside for longer than a few seconds.
This is going to be a perfect opportunity. Meseeks on the point so far. We'll see how they sound in their listen in, as we will be joining Meseeks EU for their sound off.
Friendly predator missile inbound.
We're dead.
One mid-stairs, one mid-stairs.
Have you seen their flash?
Hold the life.
One top red.
Top red, top red.
One jungle.
I hold the life. Ew, someone come take my life. Someone take
One ring, one longer. Behind you has.
Mid. One
more ring.
One laundry has.
He's dead, he's dead.
See you anyway.
Laundry.
Dead.
One mid is dead.
Mid,
One paper is dead.
Laundry, Balance, you nerd.
Dead, this person dead.
2 in the second ban.
Spanner,
I dead. One more dead.
Next switch, your Habibi.
Two pillars, play for next.
Mid.
Respawn jungle. Guys, I have Annie, can I go
One
inside?
money.
Yeah, go.
No, two money.
One dead, one more rock's dead.
I'm watching mid right now.
Hardpoint contested.
One's in mid, one's in
One money.
point, he's on point. Money.
One side dead.
One left.
Two rocks.
So Allah, he's the money.
To heaven.
Full stairs, dead.
Money one shot, he doesn't die.
Enemy contact.
He doesn't die.
Side, dead.
Hardpoint locked down.
Hell of a turnaround there. The P5 to P1 reset for the guys over at Meseeks. They are 4 points away from taking the bag here in game 1. Not going to get it easy, though, as Noxious Blood have found a bit of momentum, and comms-wise, what was that? Was that Fahim? Did he have a freaking balloon, a helium balloon in the background? I don't know. I'm not sure. Your guess is as good as mine, but there we have the break coming through. Gil, game number 1's down, 150 to 113. It was a nail-biter going into that P5 transition. Hell of a game so far.
Yeah, P5 was just perfect for the side of Meseeks, getting a tremendous momentum, like you said. On top of that, although they won the game, they still had plenty of utilities as score streaks and operators to be used, just waiting in case that they needed to be used. They're going to be taking victory, but Verdict, I got to mention, I don't know if that was a glitch or something, but I heard someone meow when we joined the voice call. I don't know if I'm tripping, but the second I joined, I was like, wow, and I'm like, what?
Maybe. You know, it could have been a glitch. It could have been Fahim. I think Fahim was the one with the high pitched voice. Nonetheless, Meseeks top this Noxious Blood roster off here in game number 1. 30-11 for balance. He had the Goliath. He was waiting for the time to use it. Didn't even have the chance to do so. You saw it pan out. Didn't even need it. So game 1 in favor of them. As I'm also taking a look at the scorecard, it looks like a very decent job of everyone playing OBJ. As a matter of fact, they didn't have a designated, minute plus on the hill. As a matter of fact, they had a even distribution, as you see on the side of the guys over at Noxious Blood. Corbo, who also goes 18-21, also dropped a minute and 4 on the hill. Device 19-22, a minute and 14. So regardless of not having that minute plus on the fact, Meseeks EU pulled out a big dub there in that game.
Definitely picking up a big dub for themselves. And now they got to start thinking about what's coming. That is going to be, of course, search and destroy on firing range. That's the second time that we're going to see this combo of game mode and map. It's gonna be key. And I said it myself. I feel like either on this game 2 or game 3, but I strongly believe that Meseeks are gonna take it home.
You know what? I want to believe that as much as possible, but with the way that Moro's shots have been hitting in Search and Destroy, they just hit differently. And on a map like Firing Range could definitely be troublesome, so Meseeks definitely have their work cut out for them. I'm not saying the Noxious Blood is taking the series as far as Game 2 goes, but I'm definitely saying it's going to be a close one. So, can I put my money on a team? No, I don't think I could. What I will say is, you got to stick around and watch it because, bro, I will be spectating my guy Moro as much as possible. Dude just hits the ridiculous shots with the DLQ in hand. So I believe he's going to be the deciding factor if they go to a game 3. If he isn't able to, put up the kind of numbers that I'm normally used to seeing him do in Search and Destroy, it might be a different story. So I think we're geared up and ready to go in the game. It looks like everyone's ready to go except for Denisio. Should be an interesting one, but definitely a lot of talent here on both teams.
And like you mentioned, we gotta keep an eye open for that sniper gameplay coming off of Moro. But what was the am I saying it right?
You said it right, Moro. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find him, but yeah. Moro in here is gonna have a huge partake of Noxious Blood, making sure that the advantage can be taken as soon as possible. And we've seen it before in this map that plenty of kills can be given on the first couple of seconds. I even think that on last game, it was one of the rounds where in like 20 seconds, 6 people died, It is really, really important for you to take those initial fights as best as you can. And here, Moro, of course, going to be sniping with this DLQ, rotating towards the wood side, just making sure that they cannot drop nades to kill him. And with a surprise, they're going to be pushing quite aggressively on him. I don't know if you realized that was the case. That is Balance over there, over at wood. Balance with the MX-9 is going to be waiting for anyone to show up. And find the first enemy, starts shooting at him, doesn't get the knock, and then realize that there was someone else in that area. Meseeks are playing quite aggressively, as I see 3 players over at wood already.
Yeah, this is a rather unorthodox push. 2 people are going to come through jungle. Balance going to get taken down. Moro finds one on Hez. Hez going to get avenged, though, as Fahim finds one. 2-for-2 trades. Bombs down. 25 seconds on the clock. Fahim spots Ajax, but is going to take shots from Trailer. Fahim going to be left on his own as Apollo just absolutely appalling this Meseeks roster with the 2-piece. 1-0 advantage. As I mentioned earlier, this team is a different breed when it comes to Search and Destroy, and Firing Range was probably the least likely map that I would have seen them pick. As I was looking at chat, I think Meseeks actually picked this map to be played on, which is interesting. Knowing the abilities that Moro has, as well as an OP supports crew in Apollo. Actually, Moro drops early. Apollo and Ajax and Device going to be left on their own. 2 players drop early for the guys over at Noxious Blood, and this round's looking a little different.
Balance does get taken out by Ajax with that shorty, dropping down the number to a 4 versus 3. Problem is slightly for the set of Noxious, as they haven't been able to pick up the bomb again. Right now it's being covered by a few players of the Meseeks roster. And I think they might know where the bomb is at. I'm not too sure. They're really close to it. And if they have that information, is going to be huge for them, as there's only 1 minute remaining. I do see that General Gore is going to be quite aggressive with the Locust, and takes out the shorty. Doesn't work at all. Gets taken out, and so does the Nisio. That's going to be dropping the numbers now, favoring the Noxious Blood team.
Yeah, I was a fan of the 2v2 split. It kind of throws your opponents off. You would assume all of them are going to be out in the open on this jungle site. You make the flank through. The execution was just not there. Apollo and Device, Hez and Fahim going to be left in a 2v2 here, as the bomb's going to be picked up. The rotation comes through. Apollo going to be making his way through trailer. We're going to see Hez on the backside flank try and get to Armory before Apollo can get this bomb down. Timing impeccable for Apollo. Isn't going to waste any of it. And now the push going to come through from Fahim on the backside. The pinch works off perfectly. And that's going to leave 1 player left. Device all on his on here. Hez going to peek up. That is going to be the first round going in favor of Meseeks. Even after having the 4-3 man advantage. Looked like it could have gone either way, but Fahim and Hez clutch. 1-1 going into the 3rd round.
And that could have easily been an spectator glitch, but I think Hez got a 1-shot, 1 kill onto that last player from Noxious. This AMAX, like, plenty of players using it, and it's just so deadly. The damage is a 1-tap kill if done to the head, and I think Hez did it. It's gonna be important to see what else he can do, and also want to check like what's up with Meseeks being so aggressive on that first round. You know, we talked about it, 3 players being on wood so early on. Well, we're gonna see that yet again being done by them.
Nisio going to pick up the first frag, as he is literally right in front of wood. Ajax going to get a refrag. Ajax going to drop, though. 3 players in trailer. 3v3 scenario. Fahim going to be taking some shots in. Device finds 1 and Gore, and that is going to be a 3-2 now, as Fahim drops, make it a 1v3. Device going to be holding the bomb site effectively. We're going to see Denisio push out of top wood. He's going to be taken out. It's going to be 2 rounds over to the guys over at Noxious Blood, who are looking to take us to a game 3. A few more rounds like that, we could very well see it.
Yeah, they're putting in whatever they have in their hands. So for 2 rounds for them, the bomb is going to be carried by Corvo. And it seems like they don't even need to change plans just now. It's working tremendously well for them. And Meseeks are continuing. I thought they were going to be continuing the aggression. It's only going to be 2 players this time. That's going to be balanced. And I don't know who else that was. I think General Gore was going along with balance. It's pretty interesting to see that they're doing it over and over again. For the side of Noxious, I do see that Ajax is the one preventing enemies from rotating from behind. And you got a question, maybe Meseeks could try to play it off a little bit safer, you know, play on the defensive role a bit more often, but it doesn't seem to be the way that they like to play this game.
It doesn't seem to be the case, as well, as I'm seeing Moro actually only able to get 1 kill on board. Well, still plenty of Search and Destroy to be played, but definitely not the kind of breakout performance I was expecting. Denisio doesn't miss, finds 1. Apollo dropping. 5v4 now. Bomb still in the hands safely of Corvo, who is on the backside of jungle. He's going to have a little bit of contesting there, as Hez and Fahim looking to put some pressure up. Balance finds 2 lacking. Picks up the DLQ holiday skins. It's Halloween, my guy. Give him something to be scared of. Not going to be a factor. Device going to be left on his on. Going to be taking some shots. R9 not effective at that range, and that is going to be Meseeks tying things up after he well played. A little bit more conservative. I give it to them. They weren't completely all up in the spawns of Noxious Blood, but still a very effective one.
That's for sure. Like you mentioned, that shorty just getting hit markers that are not going to be doing enough damage when you're in a 1v3. The sniper does get the job done and even things out yet again. General Gore is in the area. The Vice with his R9 just playing so aggressively immediately after getting the kill is going to be planting the bomb. A tremendous job being done by them, and is now this side of Noxious Blood the ones that want to do the first move, and it works out perfectly as they not only got a kill but also planted the bomb, dropping about 30 seconds for Meseeks to react back to them. Right now I'm looking at Vinicio, who's trying to go. He realized that there was someone onto the showers, onto the bathroom area, but it doesn't matter too much, ends up dying. Fahim tries to get a revenge frag with his MX-9. His allies are falling apart. Hence is the only one alive in this 1v2, but the Vice, yet again with his R9, we're talking about it not being effective on that last round. Well, this time, it was the key point for him to get a few kills and the bomb planted.
Well executed from Noxious Blood. Coordinated perfectly. Got the aggressive push to pan out. They take the advantage, flip sides. Meseeks going to be the bomb holders here. Going to expect to see them play aggressive as they did on the defenses. Now they're going to be on the offense. This is their time to strike, and bomb is all the way up on the A side, not wasting a bit of time. Balance going to be taking some shots. Balance going to be trying to clear sights. Ajax on the front side. Trailer, not safe. Gore going to find one on Apollo, though, to even things out now. We're going to see if this bomb gets planted or not. Vinicio going to be controlling the front side of Wood. Is going to push up. Finds one. Does not miss. Vinicio, Moro. We'll see you next round. Finds another. Ajax left on his own here. Bomb's going to go down. This is going to put the pressure on for Ajax in a 1v3 scenario. Can he clutch it? If not, Meseeks will be able to tie it up. We'll see how it pans out. 35 seconds left on the clock. 1-for-1 spread across the board. Denicio, one in Armory, is going to get that frag, and we are going to be yet again tied up. Hell of a performance from both teams so far. Pretty stout matchup, but I got to give it to Meseeks. They played that round very smoothly. The attack looks confident. We'll see if it pans out here as they will be moving on to their second attacking round.
Yeah, right now they are giving their best. Meseeks trying to close it out in 2 games. But of course, Noxious want to go for the game number 3, push us forward for it. So far, no clear advantage for either of the two. This time, Balance didn't get enough chance to power lift this bomb into planting it a bit more efficiently. Hess is still playing with the AMAX. The Vice with his R9 gonna get the first blood. The Vice, like, this shotgun, we've talked about shotguns in this map. They can be so tricky to use, but if you actually get onto the spots that they have enough damage to get a 1-shot 1-kill, you're gonna devastate your opponents. And here the Vice takes on to that M13 from the ground, takes kill onto Fahim, and that's a 5-3 advantage for the side of Noxious Blood.
We've had a 5-2 as Apollo with the Vow. Just absolutely OP. We're going to see the push come through. Balance. Going to be out of balance there. Hez in a 1v5. No kind of teamwork here from this Meseeks team. As a matter of fact, 4 drop off the rip, and it's going to be left for Hez to pick up the slack. And looking to take a lead. Not going to be able to do it here if Hez can't clutch it up. He's only got about 37 seconds. No bomb in hand. Bomb's in compromised position. Apollo absolutely violating ASF. Val just too OP. 4-3 now is Noxious Blood. Looking pretty decent, but round for round, back and forth affair. Looking like they could possibly take us to that game 3 here.
Back and forth indeed. This time around, all of Meseeks seem to be going towards A-Long, trying to make the push through the smoke. They could even try to plant the bomb. Right now, General Gore is the one carrying on it, but doesn't even start to plant it. Now he does. Fahim gets the first kill on tomorrow. That's a clutch one. And although we're talking about Moro being a huge factor in S&D, actually only has been able to get 1 single kill for himself, and that's going to be the Vice, the one with the most kills so far, 11 for himself. The bomb is going to be planted. 30 seconds on the clock. The Vice tries to go inside of the trailer area, but Balance was ready for it. Fahid gets another kill. Balance does too. Balance with a triple. Gonna close this round to even things out again, a back and forward, round after round. No clear advantage, but in this one particularly, Balance did a tremendous job getting 3 kills and clutching that point for Meseeks.
Yes, indeed, a valiant effort there for the Meseeks roster, evening things up. We're going to see another aggressive push towards this A site. One directly on. That's Gore again with the bomb. Gonna wait for Fahim to clear things out. He spots multiples and does not peek back and ends up paying the price with his life. Bombs down, however. Oh my god, Moro. Late game. Big frag there taking down Gore. Now the 5-4v3 actually. Device gonna be taken down. Balance. A one-man crew isn't gonna be enough for two guns taken on there on the barrel side of things. Bomb is down. It's compromised. The shots come through. He is not able to clear it. And now we're going to be on match point. Noxious Blood can close things out and take us to a game 3 this next round. Well-executed retake on that A site. And a hell of a performance so far from Noxious Blood.
I almost thought that AMAX gameplay could have done a lot more for Hess, but ended up getting stuck in a corner, couldn't get into a safer zone, and died. The bomb is defused. One round is all that Noxious needs right now. Thing is that they are all going towards B, and everyone from Meseeks are going towards A. So that's going to be an interesting rotation for the two teams. Meseeks, although had a clear path, of course, they have no idea that they do. They're taking their time. Once they finally get inside, they're going to be planting the bomb. It's only Corvo, the ones that's closest to actually defending this area. But in the next 45 seconds, the side of Noxious Blood have to rotate towards A. They got to be cautious. They got to take their time. I'm watching at Ajax right now, playing with this MX-9. They're throwing smokes. He's right next to the trailer area, still a 5v5. Through the smoke, gets inside, but starts getting shot at. General gets the first kill, and so does the Nisio, getting another kill. Everyone's dying all over the place. The Nisio double kill, leaving only Moro alive in a 1v4. Gets taken out by the Nisio. We have a 5v5, and for the second time today, we're going to have round number 11 on Search and Destroy.
Round 11, indeed. Things building up here as we're going to flip sides, go in the distance in the search. The push towards B was definitely a well-coordinated one. I'll give them that, but giving the guys over Meseek a free plant on this A site, definitely not the move. They capitalize on a few rotating late, and they pay the price. Meseeks gonna play a more conservative defending round. Gore gonna find one. Fahim gonna find one, but Balance is weak. Balance gonna be compromised. Device finds his 12th. Bomb in hand, gonna try and pick up this plant. Could definitely put the heat on the guys over at Meseeks. But as I say that, Denisio gonna be taking some shots. Ajax, if you peek Y guy, you are dead. You're dead. Device gonna get the call out, gonna peek up to American. 2v3 scenario, Hez on the backside.
Wow.
And that is it. Game number 2 gonna go in favor of Meseeks. They take the Search and Destroy in dramatic fashion. 6-5 win for them. They earn 20 points after a very intense Search and Destroy game. GG's to both teams. We will see you guys back on Thursday.
That's right. Incredible job being done by both of them. I definitely liked that last play from Meseeks that collectively pushed for the two players left at the same time, so they couldn't react fast enough, getting the kills, then defusing, taking victory of game 2, getting the victory of this match 2-0. And we're talking about the Nisio, 13 kills, but also on Noxious Blood, we're going to have a really, really good amount of numbers for Ajax, Apollo, and the Vice.
Yep, can't see the other player stats as they were opting to back out before the kill cam. Obviously, there's a glitch when it comes to the spectating for the scorecard, rather. Balance dipped. I think he had like 7, at least 7. And on the flip side of things, I don't think Corvo had nearly enough to compete with that. Device, however, 12 kills, 10 for Apollo. They were absolutely OP. Hell of a game, hell of a series. Went down to the wire in the Search and Destroy, and bam! Meseeks EU able to clutch it up. They take those 20 points, and what a day we've had, bro. This was a hell of a day. We've seen 2-0s across the board. Didn't get the chance to see a game 3, but, you know, it is what it is.
it is what it is. 2 O's all across the board, but definitely enjoyed all of them. They all try their best. Even when we had a 5v4, we had a game go to 10 rounds between the Dark Pirates and Nova. You know, that's something that you don't see every day. So plenty of action that we witnessed today. And with all of this being said, like you mentioned, the 4 matches are done for this Mobile Mayhem on Hero.
Yep, just to recap, Anarchy takes 2-0 lead over Monarchy, earning those 20 points. Stamina 2-0 over XO. Nova Esports on the back of a 5v4 scenario win their series 2 over Dark Pirates. We just saw the matchup between Meseeks EU and Noxious Blood 2-0 in favor of Meseeks. Taking a look at the standings here, this is where it gets interesting. 3 teams now, I'll say it again, 3 teams now sitting at 55 points apiece. Anarchy, Stamina, and Gallant, based off of the theory of beating, or Gallant actually beating Anarchy. That should put Anarchy in a 3rd place spot in a 2-way tie for first for Gallant and Stamina. Nobody has, well, we haven't seen that matchup yet. It's going to be a sweaty one indeed. 4th place, rounding it up, they earned 20 points today. That's Nova Esports. Clash, 40 points. XOXO, 25. And right there behind them, Meseeks EU with 25 as well. Monarchy, 15. Dark Pirates, 5. And Noxious, yet to get on Blood. They'll have their day soon enough, but just wasn't today. So, interesting turn of events is we are coming to a conclusion. Gil, I want to stop and thank you, bro. You were absolutely OP.
Hey, as always, it's my pleasure to be around to be with you guys. I had a blast. Hope you guys in the chat enjoyed it as well. So thank you guys for having me.
Thank you guys for having us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking by and supporting your favorite caster EU. I'm just kidding. Your favorite bot EU. Guys, we'll be back Thursday for some more action. If you want to check out some more events that I cast, Gil and I will be hosting a Meseeks Battle Royale event tonight, Meseeks Madness Royale. It is super sweaty, bro. You don't want to miss out. Be sure to check it out. It'll be live 9 or 10:30 Eastern time. So until then, guys, we're going to call it a night. GG's to everybody, and GG's to you all. We'll see you back next time.